does everyone?
And Raina disappeared.
Immediately
disappeared.
Raina did not want to be part of this celebration.
There's nothing special that's happened since the last time we
Let
met.
me at least put myself in the right spot so I can address everyone.
Thanks for following. You've got Cal.
You've got Cal.
Yeah, Cal. So it says
Cal?
you've got Cal.
You got
Like
Cal.
California.
Hey, Cal.
Oh, I see it now. Hello. I was like, oh, what a great screen name. You've got Cal? Yay.
You've got Cal.
Mazel tov. Okay, bye.
Oh, well, hello and welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. You've got Cal. I'm going to emphasize that L. But welcome to Fate's End, a homebrew Dungeons & Dragons game driven by Fate. I will be your tail weaver for the evening as we wait for Raina to reconnect. Let's get into our announcements.
I am Raina. What are you talking
You
about?
are Raina right now, yes. Let's get into our announcements. Well, before I get into announcements, I want to say, I hope everyone had an awesome break. Happy New Year. Happy. Just, Daniel and I got the flu type A over the break, so that was fun. So we might be coughing a little bit. We're still recovering from that because it's the worst. But other than the flu, it's been great. All right, so let's get into our announcements. First off, we want to shout out a new RPG sounds. We've been using RPG sounds for our music for the last episode and this episode. Shout out to them. We also want to shout out 9 Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. You can visit their website at 9realmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LIAR10 to get 10% off. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing, Deanna?
You can only see my little hand in the viewer screen, so this is me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's
Can we
a
fix
little-
our boxes?
I thought you were signing. I was like, how long have you done sign language, Deanna?
I thought she was trying to imitate Lauren, like,
Oh, we want to shout out Mithril Armory. They create unique tabletop RPG items for everyone to enjoy on their adventures. You can grab their 1020 and D&D graphic tees on their website now at mithrilarmory.com. This is just an amazing intro to the first episode of the year. If you want to follow us on social media, you can use Command Socials to check out all of our Ink and Lyre social channels, or if you want to follow us all individually, the cast, you can use Command FateCast to follow us all individually. Outside of that, until Raina returns, I believe the time has come. Let's draw our cards for tonight's episode of Fate's End.
gone.
There we are.
And then we're back
Dana,
again.
you're also Bumblebee on the Forge.
I'm a bumblebee?
Just Alt C. Just Alt C.
Oh, like, what does that mean?
What does that mean? Let me fix everyone now.
We are getting Ray back in just a moment. She has been attacked by malevolent forces, and the malevolent forces are the internet. What was it that you call it, Christian? What do you call it?
The Weefus.
The Weefus.
The Weefus?
The Weefus. Yes.
That makes sense. There we go. Alright, everyone is in a spot. Makes sense. So, last session, we had a very intense fight between the ancient white dragon Lysendus. He almost escaped. He almost escaped, but with the final blow, you were able to bring down the dragon. We almost lost Reyna, or Praeria. The dragon had captured her in his claws, flew her up, I think it was like 300 or 400 feet, and dropped her. But with quick wit and quick thinking, Reyna returned.
Yeah. That's actually what happened to Reyna's internet as well. It got picked up and dropped by a dragon.
True. I wouldn't give it all my silver spoons, and it got angry.
Do we have like some fan art we can put for Reyna's like icon when she's not here? So it's like Prey's picture?
In the void.
We can. If everyone wants to wait, I can stick it in there. You all can recap for me.
Okay.
If you'd like, well, I could do that. Everyone
Sure.
else will recap for me while I do that. And
Sure.
move people around.
Yeah. The dragon was being a wuss. And running away the whole time. And the Silent have never ran away from a fight. We've tried to, but we've always been hunted down, so we did the same thing to this dude.
He did get on us though. Like we had all this plan and we're like, we're gonna do this, it's gonna be great. We're gonna open a portal from hell. And then he was like, no, you're not.
He saw us with a 25 perception right off the bat, so there was no hiding from him. But he also, like, how is everybody looking? Because I have all my hit points.
Let me see.
Esperise is about at half health. She did get knocked off of various canaries and frozen into little ice cubes, but she's right there in it. She's been dimensioning door looting across several football fields. She's still mostly intact. We just got a little I believe at this moment she and Luden are reaching inside to pull a skull out of a body. So she and Luden are good.
Yeah, we looted. We also so after we, I guess, took him down as he tried to run away, we took out our different carving utensils and hacked away at his body. And now he looks like a mangled mess of blood and viscous fluids.
We're the good guys.
We're the
things.
great guys.
Yeah.
We're the great guys. But we don't like to waste things. I think that's the big thing, you know. We
use every part of the
kill.
Antagonist.
Every part of the kill. Exactly.
It's what we did with that wizard, right? What's his name?
Oh my gosh.
Zevnik?
Zevnik, yeah.
Everyone!
I still wear his skull around my hip. Yay!
Everyone, Praeria fan art portrait by Sky Draws.
Booyah.
Yay!
Yay!
She's beautiful.
And here.
I
So
almost
that's
used the one
what
where she was like, the one that you drew, Raina. Alright, did you guys finish recapping?
Yeah, that was it. Like, we killed the thing.
We did a
we
murder.
killed a dragon. Happened
Uh-huh.
after.
Prey almost died. I think Sunshine deserves a shout out because Sunshine the Canary came in.
Came in clutch.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He did indeed.
He deserves
Oh,
all
yeah.
the seed.
But now?
Alt
Oh,
C.
gotta
please.
restart.
I don't think I could plan.
No!
No, sorry, no, I mean like, sorry. Read.
And then
But
We
I
lost
we-
Deanna. Oh no.
No!
What happened? Also, Swoley tasted blood this
Oh,
session.
that's
Yeah,
right.
Swoley.
Swoley,
So much blood.
Swoley tasted so much blood, and he was so happy about it.
Yeah, Prey
That's
did some
great.
good damage with Swoley too, right?
yes,
I think
Yeah,
so.
we did,
Yes,
we
she
did some
did.
stuff. We did some stabbing and poking.
and yeah, that's about it. What happened? Deanna's computer froze,
Oh no.
so she'll probably be back soon. But for now, Luden's standing over, a bloody corpse of a dragon.
All right. You all jump back in. You're all panting, feeling that adrenaline just kind of like bringing you slowly. You're slowly coming down from that adrenaline high. You're sore. The cold has just kind of cramped some of your muscles, and you're breathing heavily as this dragon lays before you in the snow. And you did actually harvest loot from the dragon outside of the game, and I did share that all with you. So they harvest claws and teeth. They have a dragon heart now. Lots of different things that they were able to procure from the carcass of this dragon. And so I turn it over to you all.
Okay. How's everyone looking? So,
I'm doing okay. What about you?
I'm fine. He didn't get close to hit me, so I'm good. How about you, Prey?
I am not flat on ground, so I am good.
This is true. Samson, you're all good?
I think I'm still a dragon. Big giant dragon guy. So Seb's like, yes, I don't know.
Okay.
Very angry.
Your breath is like a
Oh.
dragon too.
It's very, very bad.
Well, I mean, Samson, do you think you could find his hideout if you're a dragon?
Yup.
Isn't that how that works? Don't dragons have like dragon sense for other people, dragons'
Yeah.
hordes?
Yeah, they can smell other dragons. That's how it works. Rah.
Awesome. So if you can lead us to his lair, that would be amazing. Then we could just loot it all.
Is
And word of recall back, right?
Yeah, we can do that. Is there anything left of the corpse? Like, I know we've stripped it, but
Are you looking for anything in particular?
I think
Are you looking for
In-
anything in particular?
well, I think okay.
Leather, wings.
I think Finn's actually going to try and find a little spot that's kind of sheltered from the wind and light a little candle under the corpse. Because it's still kind of sad. I mean, he was really mean, but he was still a sentient being and he still lived a long time, so...
He is an
So-
ancient white. He lived for a very, very long time.
And it's possible that maybe when he was younger that he was nice. So, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of sad to just leave him here. All those pieces.
It'll be fine. His other things will eat him. You know, the giants will probably come by and put bones around their necks or whatever. It's fine.
Well, sure, but I mean, there's no harm in lighting a candle, at least, you know, in remembrance.
I think it's very nice. Is that part of our next steps to tell the giants what's going on, or do we want to alert the villagers first?
I think the best thing would probably be loot what we want to loot, take any magical stuff that we want to take, then teleport back to the town and tell the giants after the townspeople have gotten all their stuff together, packed, and left, rather than, you know, doing it now. At the very least, even though we trust these giants, the dragon was keeping them from just going down there and murdering all of them.
Yeah, we should definitely warn the people.
So we can explain that they have a home at my home. Or ex-home, I guess now.
That's so sweet of you, Ludin.
Okay.
It's like you don't want to be alone when you retire. You're gonna be surrounded by so many people. Okay, I'm gonna go light my candle.
In the
Thinking.
snow, in this blizzard. Like,
Yeah, well, that's why I'm trying to find a spot that's
Oh, you
sheltered.
sweet summer child.
It's like, all right. Well, while Finn goes and fights a losing battle against the literal blizzard.
He's trying to make it like a little tiny tent out of the leather of the wing.
Shoving the organs out of the way to make a remembrance for it.
That's true. The organs probably are steaming because they're still fresh and like warm. So
I don't think cold dragon organs.
It's an ancient white dragon. I don't think its body temperature is toasty warm like a
Hold up the heart. His heart is frozen. It's literally frozen.
He's gonna use one of his chime candles, like the really tiny ones, and he's gonna do his best. Okay, let's go.
It's like a birthday candle into the
Give me
like a little birthday candle.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Okay.
survival.
I can.
Give me a survival. That's probably better.
Okay, I like that.
Survival check.
I like that better too.
And pray help somehow.
You may assist if you'd like, Bray.
Yes.
Tell us how you do that.
We're trying to light a candle.
Just take a fire arrow.
no, I have candles.
Yeah, that's fine. What do I have? I've just got some alcohol. She'll
So-
pour some
so you-
alcohol on the,
Oh yay!
onto the candle.
On the birthday
Okay,
candle.
that would decrease the DC tremendously if it was straight like
Okay, so
100
decreasing.
proof moonshine or something.
She probably has that on her, knowing Prey right now.
Yeah, Prey makes shine in the Vardo now.
It's just her sweat.
It's just her sweat because that's all she drinks.
It's been fermenting inside my body.
So am I doing advantage
I am
or just
still-
lowering the DC?
Advantage. Well, you can do advantage.
Okay. Let's see. Where'd it go? Here it is. Okay. All right. Oh, that's much better. Okay, 22.
Okay, so the DC would have been 20. It was a very difficult roll since there's a friggin' blizzard.
So I just
happening.
imagine Finn's here just trying to like light this match and it keeps going out and going out and Prey just goes over and like pours the moonshine.
Make a dexterity save to see if you keep your eyebrows.
Oh no! I don't want to be bold.
No, just see if your eyebrows are just singed. They just be a little singed.
Oh, okay.
A
What was
whoosh of
Finn's,
flame and body odor.
Finn's counter
Okay.
somewhere. She's laughing.
13.
You
Oh, okay. We'll say one of your eyebrows is singed.
Oh, even better. Good.
So Bray comes over and pours it as the sparks are trying to come off of you as you're trying to light this, and just singes one side of your face, and one of your eyebrows is just burnt.
This is on fire. But we got it. Look, it's burning.
Okay, so Samson, you think you can take us to Dragon Cave Central?
I mean, maybe I don't know what kind of having a little fun here. Finn just got burnt by an ice dragon, so
Yep.
I mean at least another 15 minutes.
It wasn't that bad.
It looks very rugged, I think.
Thanks. It matches my scar. Now there's like a
It's on the
scar.
other side. It's symmetrical.
As Bray pats you down, Mountain just kind of leans out of her pocket and just like Mountain just takes his two little nubs and like goes to the side of your face where there's still a flame of your hair that's on fire, and he's just like,
Oh, thanks, Mountain.
Okay, how about this? Whenever we do decide to leave, I can locate object on the nearest piece of platinum, something like that. And
That maybe a mirror or a salamander because we have some platinum around.
do we? I thought it's all in here. Here, put it in here. And I will put it, put it inside the bag of holding.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Esperise will put her money that she has kept to herself this whole time.
It takes her 5 whole minutes just clutching it like
Like an old woman, southern woman. Clutching pearls.
It's in her bag, you know.
Luna just goes, well, this is heavy. Okay, just pop it in there.
Well, Lise probably needs like a lot of money for like her makeup and stuff.
No.
And like hair products.
No, we walk around and there are flowers everywhere, quite literally everywhere that smell great. She could just.
But yeah, that's the perfume.
She's being stingy. Looted will try and hop on the back of Samson, I guess.
Are we gonna ride Samson?
Yeah, I'm dragging.
Yeah, I think he could fly the fastest out of all of us. And I could just be like a radar real quick and just go like, it's there. And once we get there, we could just grab money, right?
I think we're gonna be dragging.
Oh,
I think it'll be dragging for like another hour. Yeah. Like something like that.
and we do still have the canary. You're plenty large enough, but if you don't want to carry anyone for whatever reason, we do still have Sunshine.
No, Sunshine seems really tired. I really want to ride a dragon.
Sunshine can also ride Santa.
Yeah, come on, Sunshine.
But Esperis is gonna sit down side saddle on Samson, find a comfortable spot. Are we at all worried about the lizards or no?
I think I'm the king now.
Yeah, if we see any lizards, I mean, I still have 4 arms or 3 extra arms, an extra leg, you know.
And maybe we can talk to them and they'll be nice, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think lizards can talk.
But we can talk too.
Does anyone speak primordial?
A giant lizard.
Oh, do they not speak animal?
Does anyone speak primordial? That is the language that they speak.
I could speak to animals.
Actually.
I think that they're elemental.
They're like elemental salamanders.
They're like really fancy lizards who kind of lost their native lizard language.
Well, I speak the language of violence.
I'm sorry.
I go real quick.
That sounds like something out of like one of the episodes of The Witcher. I speak the language of violence.
Yeah, so if we see a lizard, you know, it will die, I guess.
A salamander.
Let's just see if it responds well to Samson. Because, you know, he's a dragon.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, for show. I just want the money and whatever else might be in there.
You know, I hope somebody paints us eventually like this, because it would be really cool.
We never leave enough people alive.
A painting of us.
So we're a red dragon with a big canary.
He's a gold dragon.
People aren't. Oh, big gold dragon with a little yellow canary and a bunch of people sitting on top of the canary on top of the dragon.
One of which has many, many arms.
Yeah.
So many arms.
I think it's like our.
I have 5 arms and 3 legs, so.
I think it'd be cool.
8 appendages. We never leave enough people alive. Is the issue to tell the tale of whatever we do.
Well, maybe one of the ice giants is like an artist or something.
Yeah.
We can ask.
Everyone has artists in their community. I don't know.
Come on, Samson.
Ruck dog, sure.
It's a beautiful brush stroke, like
he's
painting.
a misunderstood giant with a love for painting with the blood of his enemies.
That's so sweet.
I'm gonna cast detect or locate object.
Okay.
I assume we could still be talking throughout all this time as we're flying around, but it's just on some platinum.
Platinum?
Yeah, to see if
Okay.
he has any. We fly across.
Okay. So you cast that as you're kind of on Samson's back, those leathery wings. Yeah, and you are holding on. You guys, it is very, very cold in a blizzard. It is even colder up in the higher altitudes of a blizzard. So, I need you all.
Fire swords.
But with
No!
with the dragon being dead, is the blizzard dying down? Because we spent like a good half an hour just standing there.
I did actually go and check, the environmental effects for an ancient white dragon, and it does not happen immediately. It will happen over the course of the next couple days.
That's cool. Fire swords, just sitting right next to me, keeping me warm.
He's been here for a while, and he's a very ancient dragon, so it doesn't just turn off like a light bulb.
But I had to try.
I know. I knew someone was gonna ask.
I mean, I could fix that if not a dragon.
You could if you have controlled weather. That is true. You can fix that.
Finn,
But
can
then we
you
won't
fix
get to
this?
ride a dragon. Yeah.
Then you
We
wouldn't.
don't
I
get
have
to ride a
control
dragon.
weather, but I might not be able to use it. What level is it? 8? Is
8.
it? Let me see if I still have it. Any.
Are y'all cold back there?
It's freezing.
I got some more fire arrows, and I think Swoley could probably turn into some fire thing as well.
Cynthia, it just pops out of your bag.
My heart is always cold. I like
Heck
it
yeah.
up here.
I fist bump Cynthia. Psh.
Why is that thing still here?
Oh no.
Okay.
Astrid just huddled under sunshine like an egg being warmed by a penguin, just like under the bird.
Yeah,
I was just drinking.
You got it, Finn?
Yeah. See, Forge doesn't let me see anything past a certain point because
Past
remember we're not allowed to level up on there.
13th level, baby. Or was it 14th level? I think it was when everything got off wonky.
Right. But I don't think I used my. That's what I'm trying to figure out if I used my 8th level, but I don't think I did.
How do you cast that spell?
Okay, so Finn is going to lift up his hands, even though he's chattering, his teeth are chattering, his hands are shaking, and he's just like, with all of his hope and all of his hatred of anything below or above 80 degrees, perfect weather, he is going to use his magic to strike through the sky and try and like separate the clouds and bring the sun out.
Like upside down Moses.
Yeah.
You
Part of the sky.
You cast and you command the weather, and the breeze and the snow and the sleet begin to dissipate as almost like smoke. You know, just kind of coming together until it is gone. Now the snow, of course, is still snow and ice is still covering the ground, but the blizzard itself is gone.
Can I control the weather to make it 80 degrees?
I mean, that's part of the spell, right?
I think so, yeah.
How long? What is the cast time on control weather, by the way?
Let me look that up.
I have a feeling that it's like an hour, but I want to make sure.
Let's see. Casting time 10 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so you're good. Okay, yeah. So if you want to make it a balmy 80 degrees, you may do so.
You
Warm
were
80 degrees.
okay. Yeah, dude. Finn, you were just talking about like I don't. Whatever. And
What?
dude
Now
just
it's like perfect.
Whispers to Prey. Finn is just killing the local fauna. Like all of it. All of it is dying right now. He's the main one that's always talking about
The ice giants are
preserving
just.
it.
Below the village, the
This will
ice
be hard to-
cracks and their huts fall into the water.
But it's so nice out now. I feel like we haven't been in 80-degree weather since like 500 years ago.
Finn is literally making an apocalyptic event right now, and it's wild.
You with
He
this
tends to do
80
that.
with this 80-degree weather and the clashing of the ice on the ground, it is making fog. So there is like a fog near the base, like the closer to the ground that there is. So it is making fog with that clash of hot and cold. And it is melting, but of course it is going to take some time to melt because it is just so much snow and ice. You do eventually begin flapping and flying towards the edge of what seems to be a massive ice lake. And it's probably about 3 miles until you get there. And you see a just completely frozen over massive lake, which you're guessing is probably Krygos Lake. And everyone give me a perception check.
Okay.
The Forge is mad at me. If anyone wants to roll and add a 3, they can. Other people are likely to notice, though.
I'll roll a d20 for you.
Ooh, I did not do good.
It's 2. Sorry.
That's fine. I'm still under the bird.
I got a 24, though.
I only got a 17.
I got a 9. She's drinking too much.
Which, I don't know how I got a 22, because I'm just laying on my back sunning the whole time. Maybe
That's
I
why
look
you're
over.
you're the most okay with all of this hot weather.
Everyone's sweating.
Yeah, we brought all this cold gear. But it's okay. You saw it, hopefully.
All right, Samson?
I rolled a 25 with the dragon's perception.
Okay. What am I missing? Right, you rolled a 9. Oh, you rolled a 9. Okay, so...
Yep.
So it takes longer than anticipated. It's going to take an extra 2 hours. Three fails, 2 successes.
Oh, what was
the
the DC?
The DC was 18.
I got a 17. Well, my spell goes kaput.
But you can sense it coming from, you just don't know where. Like the fog, we're gonna say because of this fog that has risen up from the 80-degree weather, it has made navigating and trying to find and look down into this lake a little bit more difficult. And because everything is white and very hard to see, that was already difficult in itself. So it just made things a little bit more difficult. And but you were sensing some platinum coming from the lake, but you weren't entirely, like, you guys essentially were like, oh, where's the entrance? You couldn't find the entrance. It took a little bit longer, and then you finally spotted the salamanders.
Can I say that if Finn is sunning himself the whole time?
He's got the
Puts on his
glasses
sunglasses, rolls over, and goes, "Is that what you're looking for?" And
Yeah, he's just
with
like,
these big stupid sunglasses.
wow, this is taking a while. I didn't think we'd be that far from the cave.
It's that way. Oh, we see the salamanders. Do we want to kill them? I only have 2 arms again, and 2 legs.
I don't know. See if they attack first, I guess? Or do you want to attack first?
Don't they attack anything that's
Not that.
Oh.
Well,
that's right.
everything. They're blind right now. It's cool. They're blind right now.
Yeah,
'Cause it's
everything.
all warm.
We'll be about, what, 10 degrees elvish degrees, not Fahrenheit or Celsius, a secret third thing. We're about 10 degrees warmer than the air outside, so maybe they will notice us, but I don't think it's automatic like that.
Well, worst comes to worst, Samson can just breathe fire on them,
Yeah,
and then they'll
just-
just all die immediately.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
I'm
you
just-
can do that.
Yeah, I can just napalm them. It'd be great.
Let's just do that. Let's just not even worry about it. Like, I don't feel like us accidentally dooring this, you know what I mean? Like, we can't open the door kind of issue. Let's just be done.
Well, I have an idea. What if, since they chase after warm things, you, like, go and you breathe fire and set something on fire, and then they'll go check it out, and then we can slip into the
But
cave.
then we're gonna come back out of the... Well, I guess we can't just teleport from there. It's up to you, I guess.
You do notice, as you're just kind of flapping up that they are guarding an entrance that is completely frozen solid.
I
Move
get
it
that.
along.
You're
about
not
to
sure
burn it.
how thick it is, but you do know that it's almost as if there was a waterfall there, and the waterfall had completely frozen solid.
All right. Well, we're gonna have to land anyway.
Well, no, I kind of.
Go ahead. What?
If
Do
Samson
it.
wants to from here, I'm gonna give Samson some scritches. I don't know if dragons have ears, but in the general vicinity
They
of your
got
dragon,
holes, I think.
I'm gonna scritch his little head holes, and Samson can decide what he wants to do.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna Dracaris these motherfuckers.
Would it hurt if we stuck our finger in the ear hole?
Yeah, please don't.
Are you
please
gonna
don't-
wet Willy Samson?
I don't want to wet
No,
Willy right now. It'd be
Because then he's gonna
cold.
throw me off. And I'll die.
And Sunshine needs a little what is it? A little golden Christmas ornament again, and not a full big bird anymore.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
What does
I'm
this
gonna-
look like, Samson?
Dracarys.
Yeah. I mean, I'm this large, fey, ethereal dragon creature that's posing as a gold dragon, and he's just got the ever burning sunset of the Feywild glowing in his chest, and he just like to Game of Thrones at Dracarys, all of them, just light them on fire, burn the wall down if I can, melt that waterfall. It rolls 12d10 fire damage, 60-foot cone, 80-foot speed. So just light them up. What do you want me to do?
I'm guessing you land and you just lay waste.
No, I fly over.
You
I
fly over?
and just burn as I go.
You burn
It's
as
like a crop duster of death, over and over.
My gosh.
you see these massive. They're huge elemental frost salamanders they're very muscular with 6 limbs, and just a large whipping tail. Their teeth almost looks like frost or frozen ice, just kind of like jagged coming out of their mouths. And as you kind of begin flying over, and you lay waste to one side of the waterfall, and just the flames cracking through the massive heat against the cold, cracking that ice, shattering it in an explosion. You do another line of flames, just kind of going across these frost salamanders. You get the sense as you're doing this that they are blind. They can't see. That they see through tremor sense. So it is just absolute chaos for these salamanders as you ignite and just burn through. You melt some of the rock near this waterfall, and their bodies just turn to ash.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest regret is they can't see the art I've made with these Pompeii shadow puppets.
Run away!
Oh my
This is-
god.
That's
Run
my only
away!
regret.
You're gonna burn if you don't run away.
I wish they got to see this beauty before they died.
We
They
tried,
already
Finn.
No.
got burned, but they kind of did look like you with the 6 legs.
I had 8 appendages, Finn.
Okay, well, it was hard to count when everything was going on. Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's all good. I know you're not that good at math.
Math is hard. Math is hard.
It is a hard subject, Finn.
Hey, with math.
All right, well, let's land.
No, I was saying, what's your ability skill?
Not as good as Samson, but I'm not Samson's age either. Okay, let's go in.
Are we not going to light a candle for?
I don't have that many left. I kind of used my last birthday candle on
I think
the
they are
dragon.
the candles.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
made them candles.
Right.
No way.
Samson lit them as well. So, like,
All right.
A proper cremation. Proper cremation.
Oh my god.
did the walls come tumbling down?
Yes, they shattered essentially with the massive heat against the ice.
Forward!
Mr. Martis, tear that wall down.
You all walk in this encrusted ice cavern that just seems to glow blue as the sunlight pours in up above from the river or the lake. You with the heat and the flames, there's just like a whole bunch of dripping. It's almost like it's raining inside this cave, as water trickles down the walls from the ceilings, and as you walk through, there's down kind of like a tunnel down into this dragon's hoard. You immediately see very clearly, as the sun shines down through this ice from above onto the hoard below, a massive mound of glittering silver and platinum coins. You see silver candelabras, handheld golden frame mirrors, platinum platters, silver pitchers and carafes, polished silverware, aquamarines, and quartz gemstones. There is so much here. You could build a second castle the size of Saltstone anywhere you wanted in Aurora. It is just a vast hoard of wealth.
Esperise is going to use her magic eyes to make sure that this isn't fake. She's biting on those coins. She's going, what is the mint?
It would take a very long time to check each and every coin.
Just a set to make sure this isn't like an Aladdin situation where if you touch one of the coins, the illusion drops and everything turns into lava.
No.
Okay.
It's very real. It is very real.
All right, excellent. Luden, she gestures to the bag of holding, if we just want to snowball our way through this situation.
He'll hand the bag of holding to them, and he'll just start walking through the hoard, and he'll cast Detect Magic as he's looking for the good stuff, if there are any good things in here besides just gold.
So, there is so much here that you could literally fill up an entire bag of holding and there would still be a ton left over. So a bag of holding carries 500 pounds, not exceeding a volume of 64 cubic feet. You could fill it up completely. I'm guessing you probably already have maybe like 100 pounds worth of weapons and items you've harvested from the dragon and other stuff. So you can fill up the rest with 400 pounds worth.
We might have other things
If you
we want to
wanted
put in there. Esperice's pitch is that we put 200 pounds of just regular treasure in there to actually pay the workers at Saltstone, and so that we have a backlog of that kind of support. And then the rest we fill up with whatever it is Luden is looking for.
Well, why don't we just make a portal and then we can take all of it?
Can you do today? Can you do that?
Yeah, Samson can probably make like a tree or something, right, Samson?
Can we just throw money through a tree?
I don't know. We throw ourselves through a tree all the time.
Okay.
I love the dragon who just gives me a look like...
We could always just come back.
True.
Like, we could just, collapse this place and just come back, put like a teleportation circle in here. I don't know what I'm saying. Y'all are the magic folks. I'm looking for magic things to make me more powerful.
That's a very good idea, Luden. It's a very good idea.
So to start, I'm gonna assist Esperise by turning into a planetar, and so Santa's gonna turn into this large angel-like creature with 120 feet of true sight, just to assist in making sure that we don't pick anything up that's fake.
I think you go with Luden to make sure that he doesn't get deathed by anything. Well, because if you're looking for a magical item, sometimes something that is magical is a fuck you magic item.
I don't have to touch it. I'll just be like, hey, that's magical, and that's magic.
All I'm doing is shoveling. I don't need help with this part.
Okay.
I can help shovel.
Make sure it's platinum. None of that gold stuff. Okay? Platinum.
We've gotten that.
None of that gold shit.
200 pounds of platinum.
Platinum.
I want to be especially looking out for diamonds while we're doing this, because Finn thinks that's the most important thing we should be looking for.
Everybody has their most important stuff.
Oh my god.
And mine is the pay of the working class. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think Prey's just gonna let Mountain down and let him run around through all the shiny stuff.
Oh, he will just like Scrooge McDuck. He will be like jumping in and just like swimming through it. He is going to he's gonna swim through these mounds of money like he is Scrooge McDuck in his money bank.
Excellent. Excellent.
Hey, how big's this room?
Well,
At least 2, right?
I would answer carefully.
It's at least 3, maybe 4.
I mean, it's bigger than the size of an ancient
2
white dragon, obviously.
2 to 4 what? No.
Maybe 5.
Size.
So if it's ancient white dragon, I think you said he was either
So huge. He was
he
like
was 100 feet or 80 feet long. It was one of those two.
He is a big boy.
So he's gargantuan, which let's see how big that is in 5
That's the biggest you can be, I think. Outside of being like tight.
So he was that doesn't seem right. So he's 64 feet tall. I don't know what that means lengthwise, but that's what gargantuan means size-wise. So 64, and then he was 3 times. Okay.
So
You said he's 3 times.
So it was at least
Probably 3
gargantuan.
times because he was something like 200 feet long. And then this is his house.
I have an idea.
Okay, what you want?
So after I've assisted in helping Ludin make sure that Ludin doesn't die via magic items, and that we don't get caught in any illusionary traps or anything this dragon may have made, do you think if I turned into an asteroid spider, I could use my webs to drag all the gold out of here? Like, could I spin a web around the entire hoard and just drag it out of the cave?
Like, where are we dragging it?
To our new throne,
We're
which
gonna
is
have
wherever
to.
we are.
We're gonna have to open a portal back to Samson's house to get all of those refugees back, and we can just push all of this to Samson's house.
Yeah.
And then later.
Yeah, we'll just turn it, and then we'll just burn the webs off, and all the gold will fall, the whole hoard.
And we'll say, "Get out of the way," so that they don't get buried in money.
Then we'll drop 3,000 to 4,000 tons of gold through there at one time. It hits the Feywild like a meteor. Just
Lauren's face.
This is what D&D gets to. This is
if I was an
sorry,
asteroid
what?
spider.
How big is an asteroid spider?
Can I use my webs to
So,
drag the
tell us
dragon
about the
forward?
asteroid spider webs. How strong are they?
A spider's webs are like stronger than like most things, so
So, if it's a super big magical spider,
So it says the webs can go 120 feet. So that's a 120-foot radius that I could theoretically weave a web. And I can grapple up to 6 creatures one size smaller than me, which is huge. So I can grapple 6 huge creatures, or like an astral dreadnought, basically. I can grapple 6 dragons at once with these webs.
I just feel like at this point we're just taking all the gold. Let's just not have to buy anything for the rest of the game. Let's just do that.
Thoughts, Lauren?
I think that I think you can gather. I don't think you could gather all of it. I would allow you to gather a huge chunk of it, but good. This is a lot. This is an ancient white dragon's hoard. Imagine Smaug, and imagine like, can I get a web trash bag and fill my web trash bag full?
I didn't say it was one trip.
a trash bag.
I didn't say
I love the idea of all of us
multiple.
just sitting there like, maybe if we and Prayara just sitting down watching Mountain while the rest of us are trying to figure out how we could take as much money as possible.
Just sipping our moonshine.
Finn's over there with a retractable tape measure. It falls down.
I can't count, so let's leave that to
Just looking for
somebody
the-
else.
as proven,
Ark and
S3
Stone and all
can't
this.
read. S3 can't read. Fiddle, I can't count. We're doing
I
great.
just know it's lots of money.
And Prayaria doesn't know what money is. So Luden and Samson really have got this one for the rest of us.
I think
We-
it's a good idea, though. What if we took most of it, but we put a teleportation circle down so that way we could return when we needed more? I think that's a good idea.
Is it possible for y'all to do that? Because if that's the case, let's just close this place in.
So actually building a teleportation circle takes 100 days. But if we know what this place looks like, I don't currently have teleportation. Is there a plant in here?
A plant?
Do we have plant growth?
What-
Wait
what
a
are
second. I have a bow that can create 60 feet long plants.
Yay!
Mhm.
And then if they'll last for 10 minutes, I just got to get a seed or something and we could grow one, or we could just take it 60 feet in, diameter, just take as much through as we can that way.
Yeah, we're looking for something that we can plant that will live so that we can use it to come back to our personal bank account whenever we want.
I got it. Are there any plants near the Vardo?
Of course.
Or any-
There are many
I'm
plants
just-
inside of it.
Well,
I
I'm
mean-
saying the
Yes.
idea.
Freya has
The
a
idea-
collection of plants that she is.
There you
growing
go.
in
So
the
watch
bottom.
this. Watch this. Finn takes us back, but not before I shoot down my wall of thorns. We take a plant from the Vardo. I have another set of wall of thorns. Samson walks us back and teleports us back here. We plant a plant and we're good to go.
Okay.
That's a great plan.
Daniel's like, I really wanted to be a spider to have my trash bag.
But you can also be a spider too.
Well, I don't know if we could hold the teleportation open long enough to get all the gold through.
Oh yeah, no.
I mean,
So this is not okay. The way that I am seeing this unfolding is like this. So what we have trash bag, or sorry, the Astro Spider plan, which I feel like is just a go-to. And then we have, because that won't take everything in this one trip in the afternoon that we have here. We were also going to do Luden's plan of going back and forth, planting a plant here, one that can grow in sub-zero conditions. So it's a very particular kind of plant because it will get cold once we leave. Grow that plant there so that then it might take a while to grow, but we will be able to come back and forth to this spot when we need to.
I'm sure one of y'all have plant growth or something like that, right?
yeah, I keep plant growth on hand. But
There you go. So we'll grow the plant here before we even leave, and then we'll have this place. We'll cave in the entrance, and so then we just have our own personal dragon's horde that we can teleport in and out of whenever we need a couple of bucks.
Does this sound good to everyone?
I think it sounds great.
So the Astro Spider is our plan for bringing stuff out today, and then this is our get back and forth one. Huh?
Cool. Booyah.
And then we can help everybody because we'll be rich.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wealth is really all about time.
Who said wealth can't buy happy? We're not even rich. We're wealthy now. This is multi-generational wealth. Okay?
And then you can build 2 farms.
Yeah, and maybe some of the townspeople can have their spoons back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn into something that resembles Astal of the Void and has shadow dripping off of it and starlight, and begin the process of slowly but surely webbing up all this gold.
You're like a starry spider?
Yes,
So cool.
starry spider.
I'm going to take Finn to the front and be like, all right, magic this.
Magic what?
This entrance. Make it, or magic.
Yeah,
But before you guys create the first international bank of the silent, I do know we had some other individuals who wanted to do some stuff before you seal it off like a tomb.
Looking for magic items.
Looking for
Finn
magic
is-
items.
Yeah.
And so
We
Finn,
can say maybe the things that we're looking for to make sure they get into Samson's hefty bag.
Yes. Yes.
So give me Finn and Ludin. Give me an investigation check, please.
I have detect magic on as well. Does that give
And
me
it's
advantage?
there's a lot in here, so yes, it will give you advantage.
Yes. All right, Finn. What's your investigation, Finn?
+1. If I ask Ludin constant questions, can I say he's assisting me?
Jeez, bro. Ooh.
Let's see.
So that's
Yeah, never mind. I might not need
8 plus, because those aren't my updated stats. That's plus 9. So that's a 22.
19.
All right.
Are those your updated ones?
Hmm?
Are those through Forge or are those through D&D Beyond? Because all of those stats might not be correct.
Let's see. No, it's still +1.
All right.
You the DC was 20. You
Aw.
did well. He got a 22.
Oh, well, I got a 19, so that's why.
Well, just wait, just wait, Finn. You're gonna be really happy.
Okay.
You just dig and dig into this pile of coins and silver, and you do detect magic. You initially detect illusionary magic that's coming from the bottom of the pile.
Samson, I need your eyes. It's illusions. It's illusions.
as I pull tons and tons of balls out of the secret.
Good job, Mountain. You're doing great. Your digging prowess.
He's digging next to you. He's like, but it's like one coin at a time because he's so small.
He's saving this.
So you have something on you that can help you see illusions? I mean, he dug. It's at the bottom of this pile.
Oh. All right, Esperise, you're up. I guess we're just tag teaming this like a heist movie or something.
Do I dig?
It's already been dug. It's just that thing right there. I don't want to touch it.
So Esperise, before you get too close, and you see this too, Ludin, it's a little bit odd because what you're initially looking at is a extremely rusty looking shield. It looks very, very rusted and out of place. But when you get closer, you and the veil just kind of pierces back. You see a flawless helmet encrusted in a variety of diamonds, rubies, fire opals, and opals. It is just beautiful.
I'm going to mage hand. It's a very nice helmet. Prearia, I'm gonna mage hand, lift it up and pull it out of the pile and put it on the floor. Prearia, are you ready to dance?
Oh, what? Sure. She'll like finish her drink and stand up.
You mage hand it out of the pile.
Yes.
All right, Ludin and Esperise.
Mage handing it. Or 5 feet. I have to be 5 feet away in order to see it.
I don't.
You can be farther away though.
I have the alert feed.
Give me a deck save. Those of you who are close to this helmet.
Danny, can you roll me a D20?
Sure.
Wow.
Okay, 8.
I got a
Sorry.
13.
It's gonna be a 10 total. And if that's a... No, I've already used Favored by the Gods. Never mind, it's a 10 total.
It's a 13.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Let's go.
Does it do 91 points of damage?
No. You
191.
all, as you touch it, immediately a shock wave of ice shoots out.
I don't touch it. I don't touch it.
You move it. You're moving it. You moving it. Okay, the moment you disturb its resting place, a shockwave of ice just shoots out, and just it almost looks like a miniature atomic bomb as it just kind of ripples outward and upward, and the ceiling kind of shatters a little bit and rains ice down on all of you. You take 24 cold damage.
It scratched me. Okay.
Praeria, you hear, are you ready to dance? And when you enter the cave, you see Esperise, wet, rat, frozen, and Luden, fine. You're fine.
It scratched me.
You know, I may be good, actually.
I think it was taking it out of the pile, but I don't. If you don't want to, you don't want to. It's fine.
Are you guys okay?
Yep.
I'm alright, thank you.
I think this was the only magical thing in here. Question mark?
What if you put it on? What'll happen?
The
Well, I
temperature
would
drops in the room.
I would like so picking anything up was automatically okay.
It's just this particular item.
It pierces through my 80-degree weather.
You're in a cave, okay? If you know anything about caves, it is always at least 62 degrees.
You know what?
Too cold in here.
We got this.
The
How long
weather
does it take me to drag it out?
Yeah.
it continues to drop. The condition of the cave, the ice.
Quick, we gotta get it out of here.
Spider butt, sling it out of here. Just
I can't. I drag it faster.
You all see magic just kind of rippling along the walls. Does anybody have dispel magic on them?
I do, but
I do, but I don't want to.
well, my spell slots are not. Okay, let me see what I got.
This is a team effort, everyone. I'm using all of my spells, and you should use all of yours.
I don't have
You're about to take more damage as you guys see the ice just kind of coagulate into the center of the room once more, and just this icy mist coagulate to the center of the room.
Okay, dispel magic.
I walk away from the center of the room.
Level 6.
Level 6? What does that look
Yeah.
like?
Basically, Finn runs up to it and tries to stomp his foot and go away, cold! And blast it away!
Rain, wind, go away!
Go away, cold! Yeah, those are my magic words. Did they go away?
The ice and the temperature in the room returns back to a nice 62 degrees, and the mist dissipates.
See, everybody had a job. Samson dug. I found it. Samson dug it out. Espery saw what it really was.
Kind of.
Finn did that and pray. Like this is you. Only you can do this. Tell us what this thing does.
Oh, okay. All right. Shiny hat time.
While Prey
Does the
identifies
ritual
it,
blood magic.
does the ritual blood magic to identify this. Since
I'm fully imagining, you know that scene, it's like Squidward at the talent show, right? With the arms.
Yes, interpretive dance.
Since you found it, Luden, I need you to roll some stuff for me. Can you roll 1d10?
Some stuff.
I was really scared for a second.
No, it's
It's good stuff, hopefully. 10.
okay.
You gain the luck feat.
Holy shit. God damn it. I hate that you rolled a 10. Okay, give me a 2d10.
Okay.
20.
Swear to God, if it's 20, I'm gonna lose my effing mind. God damn it!
15.
That's a lot. Okay. 3d10.
Okay.
Gosh, this was a bad idea. Why did I do this?
Whatever it is.
Only 10. It's only 10 this
This
time.
is a terrible idea. And give me 4d10.
Okay.
Good God.
Oh, that was
4d10,
20s.
not
That's 20.
4d20s. You've already rolled high enough, Christian.
I rolled 2 crits, by the way. That is 30 on the
Okay.
40-10. I just rolled, like, Like,
Damn.
that's wild.
I have made a grave error. Okay, continue. All right, Priori, identify this.
30, 40.
What does this identifying look like?
Oh, well, she just takes a dagger, probably just one lie in a round. And just cuts her hand, uses it to make a little blood circle, makes the necessary sigils and such, does a little dance. Throws some pearls around. Oh no, there's the pearl and the owl feather.
Mountain takes some some rock along the walls and draws like stripes along his face as you do this, and he dances with you.
Very good.
All right, and you identify a helm of brilliance with 10 diamonds, 15 rubies, 10 fire opals, and 30 opals.
This
Thought we
is
were
the
kinda
shiniest hat I've
underpowered.
ever seen.
You said 10 fire opals?
I'll put them in chat. 10
10
diamonds, because Christian rolled a 10.
We're
How big
invincible!
are these diamonds? Are these diamonds are each revivify worthy, or
Yes,
okay?
they're
Okay.
revivify worthy. So for our audience, any gem pried from the helm will crumble to dust. When all the gems are removed and destroyed, the helm will lose its magic. You can use an action to cast one of the following spells using one of the helm's gems of specified type of component. So you can cast Daylight with an opal, you can cast Fireball with the fire opal, you can cast Prismatic Spray with the diamond, and Wall of Fire with ruby. And
So
the gem is destroyed when the spell is cast, and it will disappear from the helm. So essentially, you have 10 prismatic spray spells, 15 wall of fire spells, 10 fireball
Daylight?
spells, and 30
30
daylight
spells.
But we can use Revivify with them. No?
Yes, I'll allow you to use Revivify with them as well.
Okay.
As long as it has at least one diamond, the helm emits a 30-foot radius. When at least one undead is within that area, any undead that starts its turn in that area will take 1d6 damage. As long as the helm is at least one ruby, you have resistance to fire damage. And as long as the helm has at least one fire opal, you can use an action to speak a command word to cause one weapon you are holding to burst into flames. And that will emit a 10-foot radius and dim light for an additional 10 feet. The flames are harmless to you and the weapon, but when you hit with an attack using the weapon, the target will take an extra 1d6 fire damage. And the flames last until... It is a helmet.
So we couldn't attack with it, right? Unless we headbutted somebody.
I think it's attack with the weapon that we have in
With
our
the
hand.
weapon,
So you can use it to you can use an action to speak a command word and cause a weapon you are holding to burst into flames.
Can we then give that weapon to somebody else?
I don't see why not.
That's with the fire opals or just...
That is as long as you have at least one fire opal.
Okay.
That just happens automatically.
There's definitely conversation to be had here. Before the conversation happens, am I physically capable of wearing this hat? Because of the damage to the undead thing. I know I've been having some issues soul-wise.
That is a very good question. Would you like to try it on?
No, not right this second.
Do you know an easy way to figure out if you can wear it or not?
By putting it on.
Yeah. Well, no. Somebody else can put it on. Someone else can put it on, and if it starts affecting you, then it affects you, right? If it's not affecting you, then it shouldn't affect you regardless, because we already talks about, like, if a weapon goes on fire and it doesn't hurt you, shouldn't the other effects be somewhat of the same? You know what I mean?
That makes sense. But it's also, who are we thinking that this would be good
Do you
for?
want it?
It sounds very nice, but also, It's mostly but it's also other people could also use it very well.
Who wants it?
I can't believe
Cool.
you rolled 10.
Well,
There you go.
Damn it.
I'd say give it to Ludin, but I'm afraid we might like trigger his villain arc. So,
Is it not already?
If I have it, then probably the plan would be to activate it and hand him a weapon, so that he gets the weapon damage benefits from it, and I get all the other shit.
I also like I have my ring of speed, I have my bow, and I have my ring of haste. I don't think I mean I like this item and stuff like that, but the big issue is a lot of those spells require me to get close, and I'm not doing that.
I think it
So,
should go to whoever can do most of those spells, and anything else we need that's extra, you can always pry one off and give it to us.
yeah, I'm so fine with either you or Finn or even Prey having it. There's no point in me having it. I do enough. There's no point in making me even more hitty hardy.
Well, I've seen Reese do. Don't you shoot rainbows out of your hands sometimes?
I can do most of the spells of the helmet. This would just let me do it for free, which would be very cool. And then a number of other. I really like it, but I also don't want to take it out of anyone else's hands.
Does anyone else want it?
I would just say be conservative with the diamonds, unless we find more. Are we gonna find any more? Do I find anything?
Because there are 10 diamonds in here, those are all the diamonds I'm gonna give you, okay? That is a lot of diamonds.
Okay,
They just have multiple purpose use now. So if you wanted to use them for something else, you could.
We can't pop the jewels out. They'll crumble immediately if we try to pop them out, right?
You have to use them, yeah. So if you pop them out, like they're gonna, like you, like
Well, I
essentially
can't
you
go.
have
These 5 diamonds are for Finn. These 5 are for me. They have to be in the helmet.
You're muted, Daniel.
yeah, because when you cast the spell, you expend the diamond because the magic is in the diamond.
I think as long as the helm is, I think the best way to do this is give all of the diamonds that we already have to Finn. You take all the diamonds in the helm. Regardless, both of the people that can bring people back to life have diamonds in their possession. If you guys have to use all 3 of the diamonds we already have, or both diamonds that we already have, things have already gone horribly wrong twice in a row. So, if we got to get to yours, I think yours are the backup. And on top of that, even if it wasn't the backup, you already have some in your helm.
Yeah, and because you can do most of the spells, it makes sense for you to be able to wear the helm.
Yeah.
Well, I can't do any of these spells. I could wear it.
Do you want it?
Well, I mean, I could keep it and I could wear it and I could use some of those spells that I can't normally do, like when I'm, a dragon or whatever. And plus, if I have the diamonds, like I could also bring people back to life, whether they have a body or not. So technically, if worse came to us,
Oh, okay. I mean, like, it all depends on... I mean, y'all can rock, paper, scissors over it for all I care.
Well, can I try it on and see if it, Would you mind if I tried it on very quickly?
I mean, yeah, of course, but I mean, it's not very fashionable. But if you think so, it's kind of...
Okay, these two can
it's
argue about...
It's a little gaudy, I'm just saying. But if you want to wear it, it might mess up your vibe.
I bet Reese can make anything look good.
I'm gonna put the helmet on and see if it starts slowly.
Sam says, "Okay."
You put the helmet on, and immediately you feel like a burning sensation in your skull, and you will take 1d6 damage.
All right.
1d6 radiant damage, so 4 radiant damage.
Hey, why are your veins turning black?
Is it a continuing effect?
It would be a continuing effect, yes.
All right, I'll continue to have no magic items, and I'll
wait! Hold on!
I have one magic item from the beginning.
Hold on. As you take it off, Cynthia does kind of like creep out of your bag, and she's looking up at you, and she goes,
That's a naughty, naughty helmet, Mummy. We could teach you a lesson if you want.
So
Yeah, you could teach it a lesson, Esperise, if you would like.
what I'm gonna propose to you here as an option, and you can discuss this during break. I will allow you, because you're becoming the mother of hags, and you have that book. You may corrupt the helmet with your magic, with the book, but you have to make a sacrifice to do so. What it will do is it will essentially reverse everything. Instead of doing radiant damage, it will do necrotic damage.
Instead of raising the dead, it is a finger
It will
of
also
death.
change. It will also change the spells to which the diamonds, rubies, opals, and fire opals use. So because you're corrupting it, it will flip and change everything about the helmet. But I'll let that sit. I'll let that sit because it does have to be attuned anyways, and we don't plan to fight anyone this session. But I will allow, because I think it'd be really cool. I would allow you to corrupt the helmet, and I also think it's really cool story-wise to see what Esperise would do to further her delve into darkness.
We'll see.
So you and Daniel can discuss that later.
For now, I'm going to put it in the bag of holding, and I'm going to hold on to it until you guys figure out whatever you want to do. Because I don't want it. How does that sound? Is that fair for everyone?
I'm still a spider, so
I guess I've been translating this entire time with speak with animals, and I'm just gonna put this in there. Okay. So, are we all ready to go ahead and go back to town to finish this thing up?
Yeah! There's nothing else that we catches our eye, right? That's about it?
That is about it.
Cool.
I pull a ship's weight worth of gold from this hoard.
Okay.
One spelljammer ship's worth of gold.
So what I will do now is I will take out my bow. Alright, so basically whenever I shoot this, we have 10 minutes to get there and back with a seed. Because that's how long this thing lasts. Hopefully that'll be enough.
Ludin, before you shoot your bow,
Yes.
there's a rumble and a ripple. You feel just everywhere, the walls just begin to just rumble, rocks begin to fall down the sides of this cave. Everything beneath your feet, you can feel the soil and the ice beneath your feet vibrating beneath your toes. And then, as suddenly as it came, it's gone.
So, I can
Don't be
shoot this
suspicious.
bow,
Don't
and
be
I think the idea is, okay, yeah, we all heard that, so I'm thinking maybe this place might not stand up for a long time. Who knows if it'll fall apart?
Really? Like it's gonna fall?
Who knows?
Those
Who
of you
knows?
proficient, make a nature check for me.
Oof.
It's probably hot, so we might want to maybe not make it hot
20
anymore.
plus 7.
This is a hard roll.
26.
Not for Finn.
The asteroid spider is not proficient
16.
in nature.
What's going on, Finn?
Everyone except Finn, you all agree with Ludin. You get the sense that because of the weather and everything, that this cave is not structurally sound and it will collapse. Finn, you almost mistake it as well, but you realize that was an earthquake. That wasn't the cave.
Oh, we woke up Kragus.
Hey guys, that was an earthquake. It actually wasn't the cave, so I'm gonna guess something's making that earthquake.
So it feels like it's time to go.
Yeah,
But like, if we come back and then all of a sudden the thing that is making the earthquake in like 3 minutes is at the top of here,
look,
you know
I
what I
think
mean?
whatever happens, we have the asteroid web full of platinum, and I filled up my bag, and I think we'll be okay, right? But we gotta go.
I want a bank.
Did you?
I
Okay,
have a lot of, I have
okay.
a web's worth of money.
Okay, whatever.
I know.
Fine.
I know.
Are
Well,
we coming back and planting the seed or not? Or are we just leaving the rest of it?
yeah. Well, let's come back. Let's investigate while we're coming back, and we'll see what the heck that was. Right? Like, we'll just come back with caution.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Okay.
So Ludin walks over, pulls out his bow, and goes to the cave wall. All right, Samson, get everything prepared, everybody ready to jump and all that. I'm gonna shoot it to where the wall goes along the floor, the side of the cave, along the floor this way, like as if it's like a floor mat instead of up and down. So all we have to do is walk across and then go outwards instead of going through a wall that way. And then I'm just gonna step back and wait for Samson to do his thing.
Are
So
we
can
doing
get
word of
that.
recall? Or what are we doing?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, we can word of recall. Let's go.
That requires us all to hold hands, Ludin.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
No, it
Actually.
doesn't.
Yes, it does. It's part of the spell.
Nice burn spell.
Luther, just take everyone's hand.
It's part of the spell. It actually is.
I take
actually.
everybody's hands. I'm gonna start
give
insight
some-
checking every single one of your things.
I give someone a hairy astral spider leg. Shadowy hairy spider leg.
Where did you put your word of recall? In the tent?
Under the bed, yeah.
Under the bed in the tent. Why is it always under the bed, Ben?
Because that's my magical place. That's where Livy always shows up.
You
I'm
were
concerned about that.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
Because it's supposed
That's
to
a
be
red
like a
flag.
sanctuary of your god, so.
You word of recall back to the village where the frost giants reside. And the snow is just melting off. You immediately hear just wheezing
Did
coming.
we put word of recall in the Giants' place, or did we put it at the town?
Yeah, I did. I think actually we put it in the town, remember? Because we were
Oh, the
thinking,
town?
yeah, because if we were like gonna spell ourselves back over there
Okay.
if things went wrong.
Although
You-
I do not like the beginning of those descriptions of whatever the heck we just did not see.
You hear a wheezing? No, you don't.
Never mind.
Like I said, Ben has caused an apocalyptic event, and they're dying.
Oh,
So you recall back to the boiled cabbage, and of course there aren't. It's like a ghost town, so the snow is melting off of these kind of shambly shacks, and the ice that had frozen through some of the people who were frozen from Lysendis's ice breath it's starting to melt through. You see some of the arms just kind of limply hanging out halfway unthawed from these massive blocks of ice.
Oh. Okay, we gotta hurry up. Come on, Bray. I need you to get a plant with me.
Huh?
That would grow over here.
Okay.
I run over to Gardo. Who's guarding the Vardo? Move! And I go up
Be
this.
rude to him, Lutan.
I mean, I don't
He
know.
moves.
I'm sorry, man. I didn't.
I don't
mean
think
it.
he speaks if I remember correctly. He moves and he just kum 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 kum.
Okay. Plants. Which one do I need to grab, Bray? Which is? Which
Let
one?
me see. Prey's trying very hard through her alcohol-addled brain to remember facts about these plants and their temperate conditions. Like, let's see. I think this one would grow
Okay, this one.
best. This one.
And this
Pretty
one.
hard to kill.
Okay.
And she will hand him a very unassuming looking,
Fern.
kind of like a fur succulent something.
Okay.
It's a little green spiky thing, and she's like, "Here you go."
It's
Yeah,
very
a
spiky.
tundra succulent.
Yes.
A tucculent.
All right, and then I will go over to one of the walls of the place of any of the buildings. Pull out my bow again. Let's pray that we don't fight anything else today, guys, because I'm getting to start to look like y'all and be tapped out. And I fire another one, another wall of thorns. Samsky, take us back.
Well, like like fly. I mean, maybe I guess.
Through the wall of plants that I created here and there.
Well, I'll have to not be a spider. Was I successfully able to drag all this gold with me?
It's to the town?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were.
All right. How much?
God.
Like all of it?
6
no,
seconds
not
worth.
all of it. Let's see. We'll say maybe an extra 200, 300 pounds.
Of gold? Of platinum? Remember, yeah, we don't buy
A
anything with
cacophony
platinum.
mixture of platinum and silver.
Yeah, I can cast transport.
Trail
to the
mix
plane.
assortment of money.
How long has it been since we stopped the fight?
It's probably been a few hours, maybe like
Okay.
3.
So I'm not a spider anymore. But yeah, I can transport. I can send us on back. I can't teleport anymore, or I can't be a giant spider anymore, but I can send us back through those things.
Cool. All right.
So
You
Okay.
back through the plants.
All right.
You're back in the cave.
let's get
Now.
back over here where this thing's waiting to kill us.
So I assume we should probably not put the plants. Do we want to put the plants in here, or do we want to put them outside the cave?
I mean, it will need some kind of
Sunlight.
yes, at least water.
I mean, it's melting. So.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it half in here and half outside. How does that sound?
In like a doorway.
Yeah. Why not?
I suppose it'd be well ventilated. Okay.
Awesome. So I throw half inside and half outside. And then I'm gonna let anybody that wants to do anything else do it. And I guess we can get out of here if we're not gonna investigate the thingy, right? The earthquake.
Should we maybe before we plan to come back here?
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like we've got enough money, and I'm not sure this is necessarily on the agenda. I mean, after you acquire a certain amount of wealth, you really don't need any more. You know?
So we don't need to investigate sound, or we don't ever need to come back.
Both.
Okay. As
I
long
mean-
as it's not a 7, we're good, right?
If we did awaken
Nah,
Krakos, we don't
seven.
think that this could have any repercussions for the New Lacambria or the Giants or.
They're gonna be living in my place. It's all good.
We should
Whoa.
warn the giants, though. Perhaps.
I mean, if Kragos wants to show his cold ass face around here, then we can show him what happened with Lysindus.
All right,
Well,
we have other
okay.
things to do. So
Okay.
Okay, we just sent bird to giants. Hi, we killed your patron friend as we agreed. There's something in his house. We woke it up, maybe. We didn't look.
Okay.
Bye.
I can send that message, but I thought we wanted to talk to the Giants after we talk to the refugees. And I don't know if that's something we could do today, because We have used all of our spells that allow us to go in between planes, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, no, do I.
You have gate still?
Oh
no,
yeah, well
I got plane shit still.
technically I didn't even use gate.
Oh,
You
yeah,
didn't use any non-double spell?
Finn did get a chance to.
Remember, I was supposed to pour the lava and I never got to, so
Because we just beat its ass.
Rest in peace.
Yeah,
what a
something
wonderful
like that.
plan.
We'll save that one. That'll be like plan C or something. Like if any other case, that's gonna be one of our plans. If like a go-to.
We just had the worst case of overkill plan in the world. Like we're planning to grapple it and drop lava. Instead, we just shot it with arrows.
It would
so
have been
dead.
cool.
Okay,
It would've been cool.
then
It would've been cool.
I guess we can go ahead and go back and then let the people out and tell them they can go to my house or my lands. They can't go to my house and get this dude to cut his arm and sign his name in blood and go to Lacambria. Yeah?
And then we also have to tell his family. I don't think they know.
Nah, we don't need to tell the
They'll
family.
just think he died.
Yeah.
No, we need to tell the family. Come on, guys.
Finn, no, we don't.
Mm.
We don't need to tell the family.
Well, he's
mean,
okay with it. That's the thing. He's okay with it. He just wanted us to kill the dragon, so...
I think he can decide how he wants his family to know. Because they don't care about us, and they do care about him.
I'm just
So
saying,
that-
I think we should do something so that way they don't think their grandpa just disappeared.
Well, he doesn't die until, well,
Why don't, when we talk to them, we talk to Pappy, is his name? We talk to Pappy.
Pappy.
We say, "This is what is coming. You should tell your family before it happens. And then it is up to him. He is an old man. He knows he's going to pass at some point, yeah?
I just think that it's not gonna look like a normal death, so...
I just don't feel good about telling his business, I suppose.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
no,
not-
we
it's
should
not-
talk
it's-
We should talk
It's
to him
not
about
our
it, but
job.
also they should probably know, just so they don't feel like we came through and cursed their grandpa, and he just died because of us.
Yeah,
okay,
he
but they
kinda
would have
did.
died. They would have
That's
died
exactly
anyway.
What happened to him, though?
As soon as the dragon would have killed him over there and killed him anyway. It's
Do you want them to not think the truth? You want to just lie to them?
Lie to them how?
I mean, we kind of all the reason he's dying. So
Sure, but he volunteered to do it.
look. I don't want to pull this card. Let me just say, if we're doing this to do my dad, let's just leave it at Pappy. You do what you need to do. We've done what we need to do, and let's focus on killing the seven, or getting it out of my dad, or whatever. I don't want to get bogged down with more moral conundrums because we're just going to be facing even more of them in the future. And this one, quite frankly, doesn't even freaking matter.
Besides,
Okay.
I'm sure he told his wives, and if anybody is standing around, they heard him tell his wives.
Yeah, he's pretty loud.
All right, Sid, can you take us back and let's get out of here.
yeah, let's blow this pop stand. I'm out. I go the same back way. Do we take more stuff with us?
Yeah, sure.
How do we come back?
Just transport via plant.
But why?
Well, we planted all those other plants. I thought that we were going to come back with those, but if we don't want to come back at all, then it's no big deal.
Believe that the
You can
original
use
plan
this
was to
like
plant
a safe.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was to use it as a safe so we could go back through what we planted later. Unless Big Papa Dragon eats our plant and destroys the landscape. But that's a problem for another time, is what I'm reading.
Yup. Alright. So do you take us back?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. last bits. I guess we can go ahead and bring these people back as well. Esperise, do you have the ability still to communicate with anybody on the other side? Over there to at least tell Prearius people that, hey, tell them to get ready. They have the same amount of time that they had going in to come back out?
Technically, yes, I can. So, Lauren,
Mm-hmm.
sending can go to other planes of existence, but there's a 5% chance that the message doesn't arrive. So it would be a D100 to see if it makes it to them.
Don't roll a 5 or below.
Okay. Can somebody roll me a D100? Because Forge is still mad at me for restarting my computer.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
Okay.
Please.
80.
80, fantastic. All right, she will send a message to the effect of... Good afternoon, thank you so much for your patience. We will be bringing you back shortly. Letting them know that we are going to pull them back through.
Who do you send it to specifically? Because all of Pappy's family's over there.
Grayson, the half-orc?
Oh yeah,
Jump?
you send it to him?
Yeah, because he was their leader, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if anyone's going to get them on their best behavior, it's going to be that guy.
He can respond, right?
Yes, in 25 words.
Sounds good. Not everybody wishes to come back, though.
Whatever. Not our problem.
Okay, maybe we should get.
Was that the end of his statement? That was the end of his statement?
Hold on.
They got some of that Fey wine. They're like, we're
I
not
said-
going there.
They've
It's
been
cold.
there for 20
They're gonna
minutes.
fill up Samson's house.
No,
That's
they've
it.
been entrapped by those fucking Fae who are like, we've got some new balloons to suck wine out of.
Whatever, man.
They're
Sounds
very
worse.
hospitable, bringing a massive feast and wine for everyone.
Where did we
dear.
send them to Samson's house or to Prearia's house?
I believe
I
it was
think-
Samson's house.
These are the same thing.
No, because Prearia's mob would not allow any of this tomfoolery. Whereas your dead husband would be like, yeah, kill him.
I think that they were sent to Samson's house, but Prey's family knew about it, so they probably went to meet them there, is my impression.
They are under the care of my mother.
Didn't Luden shout, don't drink the wine when we
No.
I would recommend...
How?
Okay, I communicate this to the rest of the party. I'm going to tell them, those of you who have not yet drunk the wine, try to bring as many who have drunk the wine into the portal with you. It will be a coming down process. What is the best route here?
Oh my god. How long does this thing stay open? This gate?
Who's
6
casting it?
minutes.
Am I doing it?
I don't know.
I'm not doing it. The Fenn's doing it, right?
Yeah, I can do
Or-
it.
Yes. Well, I think it's like 10 minutes.
Let me see.
Okay.
Or
So
1 minute, maybe.
it's been
Up to 1 minute.
it's been 45 minutes over there, right? Because it's been 24 hours. Why don't we go to sleep? They stay over there for another hour. We plane shift over there, and we just force everybody into a 25-foot square and drop them over here.
I mean, will they break the legs on the way back in?
I mean,
Chloe, there's like a cushion to catch you.
It's like a not my circus, not my monkey situation.
We could put blankets over wherever we do it. It's just
Blankets. Just some quilts on the
bunch of
snow.
pillows.
a bunch of pillows.
We can also, I think, determine the height of the portal. It's not like we have, you know.
Yeah,
20 feet off the ground.
there has
this again, I swear to God.
Well, Danny, you weren't here when we were pushing them in. Essentially, we had them all run down a hill into the hole so they could get there as quick as possible. I think making them stand in a spot, open the hole, and then just drop them into a gentle snowdrift or something. We don't have to be slam dunking these people.
Well, Samson could turn into a giant spider and drag him through if he has to.
We'll make
just-
I'll make a snow
Do we want to
slide.
take over the ones who want to leave now? Because then they won't have the opportunity to be hoodwinked and ensorcelled and
Sure. That makes
Or
sense.
sold. That is fun word.
That was a fun one.
So what are we doing?
We're gonna go ahead and open
Eli
gate
is
tonight.
mad. Alright.
Ben's just like,
All
right,
hold
Finn.
up. Well, before you cast gate, let me build this luge out of mold earth.
There are a few members among them who have already drank the Kool-Aid and who don't want
yeah.
to be taken advantage of. Those of them who do want to leave, we're going to bring them out now so that they are in no further. I thought that they weren't going to be in danger over there, but apparently not great. But bring those who can stay out now, and then tomorrow we will go get the stragglers, I suppose.
We'll go cowboy it up real quick. It won't take too long.
Not all right?
okay, all right. So why don't we just have them collect all the people who are drinking the wine, put them in the middle, and then we'll drop the portal on them so that way they, because they're jumping in, right? Or what are we doing? Are we bringing the portal down to them, or are they jumping in?
I think
they gotta
they'll
go
have to
through.
jump into it.
Mm.
Because if we make the portal while they're standing there, we can see them, we can drop them into it. But otherwise, you're just making a portal. You can't, unless you're scrying and making the portal at the same time, you won't be able to drop everybody in. They will have to consciously choose to go in.
But we can scry, right? Somebody can scry. I'm trying to save time, right? Like, because we can go back in, but I just feel like that's kind of like an extra step. Like, if we can scry and just drop them all in, why wouldn't we?
Simpson, are you still able to scry today?
So
Oh no, her pack scry.
I think the biggest thing is, Finn, the reason we're gonna have to go back in is they have to. It's 25 by 25. It took an entire minute of them just running forward to get here.
Oh, I didn't pack scry today.
And so the biggest thing is, yeah, we're probably gonna have to go back in for a second, but it's us. We will get them out quite quickly and forcefully. And if we can't get some people out and they want to stay that bad, let them stay. The biggest people at this point that only matter, the only people that matter, quite frankly, are Pappy and his family.
So
Okay.
I'm right here.
So-
Okay. It's fine. It's fine.
If you go, well, I'll say that you are able to get a sense for how things are going over there. You go over. You see that as you get to the Feywild, I'll allow you to go there and come back easily without any issue. When you get there, you see a large crowd near the entrance of this portal that you come through. And they kind of glance at each other as you kind of come back through. And you see piles of fur-lined coats kind of littered everywhere along the ground and the grasses. You see a group of children splashing and swimming and laughing in a nearby river. One is trying to ride one of the massive hairy fish that you've all seen before.
Of course,
And
the hairy fish. We've all seen the hairy fish.
the hairy fish, yes, the hairy fish.
The shark. Come on,
Mhm.
guys.
And when you go to talk to them, some of them have had wine. It hasn't been long enough for all of them to have wine, but most of them are like, "I think I'm fine right here. Not freezing my knickers off over there. I think we could set something up nice right here. I mean, we already left the Cambria. Plenty of space." And a lot of the people, I mean, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous here. A lot of the people, after coming from a desolate tundra plagued by frost giants and a dragon, this place is like paradise. It's like going to one of the Castaway Key Islands on a, Havana cruise. And most of them don't want to leave.
What does Pappy want his family to do?
Oh, Pappy has already agreed to come back, of course. Pappy and his family will come back.
Cool. Okay, so do we want to force these people back? How
No, I don't think so. I mean, if we have room for them to stay and they want to stay, why would we try to forcibly move them?
Cool. Samson, do you care if these people stay at your house?
Well, I guess we can see if they're enchanted in any way, but it just sounds like they're having fun.
I mean, I don't think they're in any danger. I think they're just
I wouldn't want to come back
enjoying-
either if it was like snowy here.
Yeah,
And...
I don't want to go back.
Samson doesn't want to go back.
Yeah, so
All
I
right.
feel them, you know. So I mean, so first of all, this is kind of like my private property. I think they'll have to go somewhere else, but
You have to pay rent.
yeah, I mean,
We don't have
like,
enough money. They need to pay rent.
How about they
Like,
do?
this
Did
is
you tell
my
them to do that
house.
like later then? Like as soon as whenever we're done with all the 7 stuff, just
I
tell them to
mean-
leave.
I mean, I guess, but like, I think they'll have squatters' rights by then, and like,
I mean,
I mean,
Look, man, I'm giving up my house too. I get you. But
yeah, but you
We can make
you
them
don't
leave.
Like your house, it's fine.
About
They could
75%
stay.
of the people want to stay, and 25% will go back.
Well, okay, just talking
I mean,
privately
no.
to the party. The thing is, we wanted these guys out of here anyway, because otherwise they're going to be clobbered by giants.
It's true. I mean, this is kind of like a perfect solution for us.
That's
I mean,
true.
it's fine. They'll all be dead soon.
Heck
Well,
yeah.
let's just warn them about the wine, the ones that are there, right? Like, let's let them know, and then they'll be equipped to know.
all right, everybody,
Oh, just
listen
quickly,
up.
I don't know. I
There
mean,
are no rules, right, from about bringing over large amounts of mortals to the Fey world, the Fey realm. Like
well,
I'm not breaking major rules my first few days in office. Yes,
You make the rules, pray.
Yeah,
You're the
I was
queen.
gonna say, don't you make the
yeah,
rules?
I mean I'm sure there are others. I mean the other rulers of other realms. I just didn't know if there was some kind of.
I don't
don't
think
know.
that.
Are
I
you the
think you're fine in
landlord?
this case. I think you're all right here. I mean, all these people were invited, so you know.
Should we also
Oh,
inform them about the giants so that way they can make an informed decision as to when if they want to come back?
I mean, essentially, what we were going to say to them in the first place is that if you stay, you're likely to be clobbered by giants, so you have to go somewhere else. If they found there's someplace else in the Feywild, and their landlord, whether that is the family Ritanawe or the family Martis, is comfortable with the new residents, then this is ideal.
Family martyrs. It's just
I
me.
didn't know the family
It's
name.
just me. It's just
sometimes
me.
a family
your
is just
sad
an
other
old
place.
man, and that's okay.
We're your family.
So
it's
you're-
okay.
You're the one who owns that big old house that's so sad and lonely up there.
I'd be careful. They say other things live in there. They might throw rocks at your face.
It's very true.
Been seeing things in the windows. Lots of the kids.
In the
getting
last
very-
45 minutes.
But I will say, since we're gonna stay here, we thought we'd put together a nice village surrounding this place. Since you being the landlord, what you said your name was Samson?
I did not.
His name is Samson. Yes, his name is Samson.
We didn't do you right. We're gonna name our town right after you. We're gonna call it Samsonite.
Wait, how are you gonna make a town? You didn't even ask.
Hey, Finn, don't question it. We'll be back in like 3 hours. It's cool. Y'all got it. Have fun. You can somehow make it Samsonite town. They won't even have the wood together by like a day. It'll be good.
Hopefully, I'll just die while we're gone.
Gosh.
We'll have to deal with this one.
There's just like a huge industrious city by the time we get back on your front yard.
It's like you walk away from your sea monkeys, you come back, they've got civilization.
All right.
Okay.
So
So did the Ritanaways ever even get here?
it hadn't been long enough for them
They're
to get
big
here.
trucking on over. All right, all
Haven't
right.
gotten here yet.
Still putting together this stuff. Like, all right, guys, we gotta hurry up.
Because if I
They might
remember
be here.
correctly, it's like 2 or 3 hours away from the glowing core from where Samson's house
Reese is
is.
going to gently usher, like, I know that Prearia is a little bit day drunk right now, but facilitate some kind of conversation between Prearia and Grayson so Prearia can prepare Grayson to meet her mom, and so they can actually get at least some zoning permits for the kind of construction that they're planning.
Prey like splashes some kind of liquid on her face, like try to wake up, like, oh, okay, all right, duties, diplomacy. She kind of stumbles over and begins those talks.
And I think,
Ludin
go ahead.
will go ahead and go over to Pappy and have a quick conversation with him while everybody else is doing all that stuff.
Esperis, you see his 3 wives are just standing behind him, arms crossed, glaring at him, and he's just like, he's rocking back and forth on a stump.
So Ludin walks over and he'll sit down at Pappy's feet. And he'll say, Pappy, we've done what you asked. Yeah,
You've done I don't know, what did I ask?
Oh, you asked us to make
are you with that half-elf feline and the furball?
Yep.
Is that you? What was your name? I didn't get the pleasure of meeting you. Shut up, woman. What was your name?
My name is Ludin Archbane.
Oh, it is a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Archbane.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, Pappy. I just want to let you know that, yeah, we did everything that you needed to do. But your family won't be quite safe back in this newish Lacambria area. So I own quite a bit of land, and for the most part, the game is good in the woods there. It's pretty quiet, other than the straggler that'll come from Thrice every once in a while. And I'll make sure your people are, taken care of in that aspect. They will be the family that will be able to control my lands while I'm not there.
You want to deliver your family lands to my family?
In all honesty, they'll probably do a lot better with it than what my family has done with it so far.
That is quite. I don't know what to say. That is.
You don't need to say anything, Pappy. The biggest thing is you're helping me.
We came from Crosby, and barely a one-room house. Of course, if you've ever lived with, in one room with, I guess I've lost count of how many grandchildren I have. But they're very fond of cheese. But that's beside the point. That is beside the point. That is very generous of you, Mr. Archbane.
I think it's nowhere near a fair price, considering on what you're giving up, whether you know it or not, or want to, or don't want to.
When you have an ex-wife, you will know exactly what it's. You trust me. God willing, you never have an ex-wife. Just don't get married. Don't do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, Pappy. I just came to say I appreciate it. And he'll pull out the paper, and he'll be like, "Now the hardest part of this is you just have to sign your name. Every other thing is done, and I'll make sure that your family has somewhere to live out their lives with more than enough."
He holds out his hand as if to shake your hand, man on man, making an agreement of, this is your word, and he is taking. It is more than just signing a contract because you are taking care of his family.
Ludin will pull out an arrow, take off the top of it, put the sharp side on one hand right here, and the other side, and he'll clasp their hands together, cutting both of their hands open.
A blood oath.
Yeah.
He takes your hand in his, gives it a very hard squeeze, and gives you a toothy grin as as he leans back and he looks down at this here contract and adjusts his spectacles. Let's see here. He'll take your bow and he'll write yes. I don't usually write my whole name. Everyone calls me Pappy, but that's about Patrick. Salute again. Months. Dot those I's and cross those T's and say goodbye to everybody between. Give me a charisma save.
Okay.
As one of his wives attempt to possess you.
They probably do. I got a 6.
Oh no.
It's fine. I think even as she begins to possess him, regardless of what she says or does, tears are like streaming down Ludin's face, and it's a very, very genuine relief smile that he's wearing. As he just thinks like, just honestly, just one word as his mind goes, finally. As he's possessed by a wife, an ex-wife, excuse me.
You are possessed by Karen.
Oh no.
So I'll allow you to portray Karen however you wish to the group members when you return to them.
Sure.
And he just, we'll say that you get possessed as you walk away so we can have a nice moment real quick. It doesn't happen, but Pappy just kind of looks at you, kind of clasps his hand on your shoulder, and he says, "No, death ain't really all that bad. I mean, everyone talks about going to some big old place in the sky or some fiery pit in the earth, but you know, there's something quite... What would be the word? Quiet, I guess. Yeah, there's something nice about quiet, silence. And I will be honest, I haven't had much of that in my life. Lord knows that I've been through 3 very loud women.
Well, Pappy, I very much understand the idea of being alone, but not being lonely. And it seems like even if these ex-wives are very angry at you or very nagging, at least you're not alone, and you're not lonely either.
And they'll remember me, right? Your friend there, Finlay, says you're gonna build me a nice big statue. Make sure that, of course, you don't portray my liver spots, but and I know I'm a bit gangly now, but in my heyday, I was quite the looker. Just make sure that whatever I look like, just portray me better than I look now.
Pappy, I don't know if that's possible. You look pretty great to me, but
I am endowed. That is true.
Oh my goodness. We will make a statue out of gold and platinum. How does that sound?
That sounds mighty nice.
Okay. I'm gonna let you tell your family what's going on. I'll also let you, let them know that they have a new home. They have as much fields and lands as they could ever want. And all they need to do is send for Ludin Archbane. They say my name enough. Believe me, I'll know. And I'll probably come a-running.
I do just that. And I do have quite a long talk. I'm sure it's not going to go quite over as well as our conversation did here, but I have a long talk to attend to with Kerrigan. Do just that.
You have a good one, Pappy.
And you too, Mr. Archbane. Again, it's a pleasure meeting you and your friends, and you've granted me a lot more than I think you realize. Silence is all I think I've ever wanted in my life.
Shh. And Ludin will walk off,
Do you hear
laughing
that,
to
guys?
himself.
And
All
then
he wants is us.
And
Because we're the silent.
Ludin, you are possessed, and you do. She is currently dormant at the moment.
That's cool.
She is there.
I hope she's willing to deal with Cynthia and Esperise as well.
Yeah,
And
it's like a third thing to possess.
Yeah, dude.
like,
Why
I
does
got,
Is there
I got.
room?
see her?
You would see her. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. We're gonna go to break, and when we get back, the party will discover that Ludin has been possessed by Karen.
Let's do it.
Wonderful.
All
Let's
right,
do
we'll
it.
see you all in a little bit.
Happy, happy, happy,
Happy.
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 Yes, indeed.
All right, jumping back in as Ludin walks away from Pappy Months, a changed being.
Oh yeah.
To the party.
Can you just let me know whenever I feel the urge to turn into Karen and whenever she wants to talk?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, so Ludin will walk back over to the party. Be like, alright guys, that's taken care of. I assume we can all probably get some rest. Take these people back. And we can take the long way back when I show them my house, my place. And then head back to Saltstone before and get ready to go back to Lacambria.
Like the place you grew up?
No, they're not going there. They're just gonna go around there. Place I grew up is in ashes, then.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not much to look at, I promise you.
Alright.
Forgive me if this is rude, but you could show us where you were attacked by a bear? Is that still around?
Sure.
Yeah, and then you can like replay the scene. You can like act it out.
We're not going that far.
And
Okay,
Sansa can turn into the bear.
Sorry.
You're pushing it.
Okay.
Karen wants
Anyway.
to talk.
And then where we gonna go?
I thought you said we're gonna go to your your property.
Yeah, I think we're going
Yeah, but I want to go somewhere warm, like this place, but better.
Well, I
Another
believe
place?
we're going to Saltstone afterwards, and then we'll be going to Lacambria, which I have not been before personally.
I don't want to go back to Lacambria. We just left that place. I've been there my entire life, and it's not fun.
But we
Okay.
have to go back, Lynn. Don't you
I'm
remember
not
what we-
going back to Lacambria. Try again.
Are you not comfortable approaching this mission? At least we can redirect, I suppose.
Yes, let's redirect. Let's go.
But we gotta find your dad.
He wasn't. No, we don't. Let's go to where's this place? Oh, you smell nice. Where'd you get the perfume? You can go wherever you got that.
I think you know where I got that, Luda.
No, where?
I got it from my father in
In-
eyes,
That's where we're gonna go.
which you hated.
I've had a change of heart.
That's like the opposite direction.
We're going to Dawn's Rise, okay? Elf kid.
Elf kid? First of all, I'm not a kid.
Mm-hmm.
And second of all, I'm a half elf.
Karen is done talking because we're going to Dawn's Rise now.
Going to Dawn Rise. All right. Well, chop chop, magic away.
I do not have any sort of capability to take us to Dawn's Rise, Ludan. What is, you had any interesting conversations lately?
Nothing noteworthy. I'm done talking. We're going to Dawn's Rise. And then Karen will sit down and lay down, arms behind her back, as she just closes her eyes.
I know you're complicated, Ludin, but you're being extra complicated right now. I think he's going through like a grief thing.
I don't think that's what this is. Do you, Oromir and his plate? This feels like that?
Do you think it was something he picked up in the cave? Should we search him?
Sure.
Ludin, come here.
If you touch me, you're gonna lose it. Whatever it is, you're gonna lose it.
That sounds like Ludin. You come at him from the back. I'll get him from the front.
Oh, yes. Sure. Yes.
I don't know what stats Karen has.
She has the stats of a ghost.
Okay.
I can send that. I can send that to you. Hold on.
Send me Karen's stats.
And we need to make sure he doesn't have his bow on. You absolutely shoot us.
Finlay, and I'm going to pat you on the shoulder, and I'm going to twin spell greater invisibility real fast, because we can make this difficult. We sure can.
I just gotta know what my stats are.
No.
Alright, let's see what we got. Ghost.
Like, I don't want to get rid of this too quick, but
Okay, yeah, let's do this. Still laying down.
Do I see anything at this point?
I don't think you see anything with your special eyes. This isn't. I don't feel like this is like a kind of illusionary magic or anything. This is just a spirit that's inhabiting his body.
I think it's clear something the fuck is up, though. So I don't feel bad about greater invisibility.
It's very clear. You know something is wrong with Ludin, but you're just not entirely sure what the hell is wrong with Ludin.
it's a cursed object. It's probably Cynthia, but like we should check anyway.
It's almost certainly not Cynthia, and it's almost like a curtain rolling down over us as we fade into invisibility. Back front? Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Rush in and
You
grab
can't
Ludin from the front.
Make
Go ahead.
Make a dex save with disadvantage, Ludin, since you're prone.
Alright. Dex save. Oh, wait, I have to use.
Oh, you're doing a dex save. Okay.
Am I using her stats? Or Ludin's body stats?
You would use Ludin's body stats.
Oh no!
Oh, okay,
no.
let's do this.
Still with
Okay.
disadvantage.
That's alright. Let's see what we
It's still
get.
gonna be like a 27.
No, it's only an 18.
All right, make an attack roll. Both of you. You just have to beat.
Oh, I'm
you just,
not doing jack
You
shit.
just have to beat 18. You just have to beat 18.
We have advantage because we are invisible, theoretically.
A grapple is just what, like a d20 plus.
Plus your strength, plus your proficiency, I think.
Okay.
That sounds right.
No, that's a d20. Okay.
Just twiddling your hair.
Oh, okay. So 19 plus 2, 19, 20, 21, 23, 23? 23?
That beats the 18.
Okay.
What is your problem?
Finn latches onto Ludin's front and just starts like feeling for anything, like any jewelry, anything that's unusual that might be sticking out and cursed.
If you
What
don't
are you hiding?
If you don't let go, I'm gonna hit you in the head. Okay?
What are you hiding?
Who are stop it? Ludin
I
will
feel in
make.
the pockets.
I guess she'll make an attack. I don't know.
Just like an
Or-
unarmed strike.
Yeah, like I don't think that she knows how to use Ludin's
No,
weapon.
she doesn't know how to use Ludin's
Oh, God.
But she has his body strength though.
Just takes an arrow and
Oh,
stabs into Finn's head. Get away from me.
I think so. She only got a 15 anyway. Yeah, so she probably does.
She's squirming. You're grappled. Your arms are kind of held down.
Reese, I don't feel anything.
That's because I'm me. Let me go.
What do you mean you're you?
I'm gonna start floating a little bit.
You're holding on to Ludin, and you begin to float up with him.
Let me go, or I'm going to drop us.
Then drop us.
I'm gonna do it
What do you mean? How are you flying all of a sudden?
because I've always been able to do this.
What are you talking about?
I just
I've
don't
never
show
seen
you
fly,
because I don't
Ludin.
like you. Yeah, leave me alone.
That's really hurtful. You haven't been able to fly this entire time?
I've been able to fly
Maurice-
all of the time.
As Maurice is essentially while this is going down, is Cynthia. So that she'll crawl out of the bag. Hello, sweetheart. So what is going on with our friend Ludin right now?
Ludin, you say? Oh, well, There's not enough space inside his heart and soul for another one to be there too.
Great. Okay. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Do you want to go back in the bag, or do you like out here? I don't know.
I want to watch.
Okay. Alright.
Will you
And as
devour
for-
her soul, Mummy? Devour it. I bet it tastes sweet like honey.
Okay. Esbury is gonna go over and essentially, while you guys are floating and arguing on top of each other, just grab Ludin's ankles and start just kind of carting him around and pushing him kind of in it up. Like, essentially, like if he's zero gravity, trying to make him somewhat upright so that we can stand up. And if we could have a conversation like adults, it would be okay. Come on, okay, come on. That would be lovely.
Ben is just like clutched around him, like legs and arms wrapped around him.
All right, so there is knock knock. Could you tell us what your name is, please, sir or madam?
I am Luden.
All right. Excellent. Wonderful to know. And what is your last name, sir?
Leave me alone. I don't have to talk to you or tell you anything. Okay?
Oh.
I'm supposed to be here. You're not. Like, this is assault.
What's
This
your
is
favorite
assault.
color?
I don't
What's
have
your
to answer.
Barbucks drink?
I don't have to answer that.
Yes, you do. If you don't, then
Then what? Huh? What you gonna do? What?
I'll
Nothing.
hug you even harder. And
Whatever.
squeezes.
Whatever entity has taken up residence inside the body of Luden Archbane,
Archbane. That's my last
No,
name.
but
See? I
you
told you.
have
I knew it.
greater have been destroyed for less.
Should try and fly away, I guess. Please, I
You
just
can
want to
hover.
go.
You can hover. You cannot.
I will try to hover away.
Like, there is something in there with him. If you could destroy it.
like a ghost?
I don't know.
No!
Destroy it.
And then, she'll try and, I guess, resist again. I don't know.
You can try to break the grapple.
Yeah, with the strength. Athletics check.
Okay. Is it me athletics check?
Both of us.
Okay. Good thing I'm good at athletics.
Yeah, we have the same strength.
Can I be
Okay.
assisting Finn? Because I'm holding on to
Yes,
Luden's
you
ankles.
may assist Finn.
I'm not using like any strength. I'm just holding on to the ankles and going, "You will be destroyed," and no one.
Okay.
So you can roll with advantage, Finn.
24.
I only got a 20.
You remain grappled. As
Then
you
squeeze-
struggle-
Then squeezes harder. Is this torture?
I don't know. I don't
Tell
think
us who
so.
you are.
No! I'm not
What
leaving.
possible benefit do you have out of being disintegrated off of this plane?
Because then you have to disintegrate him.
I think you are very much mistaken.
I forgive him as he's taking
Then she's like, talk back to Reese.
Finlay, is there a reason that it is not destroyed?
Oh, mostly just because I wanted to know who it was, but
I don't care who it is. Do you?
I mean, I don't know. I guess not. It's just,
If you destroy me, you destroy him. So
is that
learn
really
to
how
live.
that works? I
that's
don't
exactly
think
how it
so.
works. Mm-hmm. Yep. I know. I'm here. You're not.
Can we roll an Arcana?
A religion check. A
What if
religion-
somehow I destroy Lurin in the
A
process?
religious check.
Can you roll? I have a +7. Can you roll for me? And then I know. Finlay
Yeah.
has too.
All three of us are.
I'm not proficient in religion.
You're not proficient in religion. Oh wow.
No.
You're a
We've been over
cleric!
this. I know.
You
We give.
assist me on a religion check.
Yeah.
I have +7.
I will. The first one was a 12. Remember,
Correct.
everyone gives me shit every time I say I'm not proficient. Okay, the second roll was an 18 plus your thing.
Okay, so
Okay.
that's
45.
Sure, yes, 25.
Okay, I mean, Esperise, since you're the only one proficient in religion and you did live in a temple your whole life, it's very easily
I'm
clear.
gonna say I've seen exorcisms before.
You've seen an exorcism before, and it would be commonplace for Esperise to know about exorcisms, especially since these are souls that refuse to go where they need to go. So Esperise would know a lot about having to deal with souls and helping them cross over in this way.
All right. The hair floats, the eyes light up. I have guided more deserving souls to death.
Oh my god. Just shut up and let me go.
All right.
Thank you. And
And Finn's going to clap his hands over Ludin's temples and like try and I guess the way dispel evil, it's called dispel evil and good, right? Is that he'd probably try to bury his magic through and inside of Ludin and try to find him and wrench him back to the surface and push her out.
Ooh, I like that. Okay.
So you feel Finn's magic, that green?
I almost imagine, like, does Finn, like, reach Ludin inside his own mind where he's been, like, being kind of stuffed away temporarily? And, like...
Yeah. He reaches
Yeah.
through...
So what does that look like? Like, what is Ludin doing in the back, in his mind right now? As
Ludin-
Finn finds you. Finn finds you in your
Ludin
own
is
mind.
literally like, he's just sitting like this, just like, of course. Like, he's not afraid. I mean, like, he knows who it is. He didn't lose, I was reading through it. He obviously, he knows every single thing that's going on with his body, and he's just like, he's more disappointed than angry of anything. Like, he's just like, of course, I can't even have this little nice moment without me.
Ludin, I found you! Are you okay?
No, Finn. No.
I know. An evil, weird, mean lady took over your soul. And she shoved you back here.
Oh no. This is horrible.
It is.
Can you fix it?
Yeah, you just have to take my hands.
I feel like you're lying. You're lying.
Look, I'm already hugging
I
you on
don't
the
have to
outside.
do this.
Now I just have to hug you on the inside.
You're
and
lying.
Go back.
You're always lying about this
No.
stuff, Finn. I know it. I know it. I know it is. This is not
Ludin.
how magic works. Why doesn't my magic have to touch everything?
What
Huh?
was
Like, your magic is so
weird.
Yours is messed up, Finn. Your magic is messed up. You need to get it fixed.
I'm just
You need to
very
get it fixed.
tactile. Here, take my hands. Come on. Do you want your body back, or do you want to
I
give
don't
it over
know.
to fake Ludin?
He grabs Finn's hand.
Both hands. and
Both hands.
and Phaeton kicks off and like starts to float back to the surface of the mind, and as they do so, I guess they would feel Karen like pressing in, right? Because she's the stronger influence, and he's just like, watch this. And he like shows off a little as he lets go of Ludin's hands and he pushes outward.
I knew it.
He winks.
And you expel Karen from
And I am
Ludin's
immediately
body.
guiding Bolt Karen.
Oh my god!
Immediately.
Ugh.
Is that an automatic hit?
It shouldn't be automatic. It's not magic missile, unless.
Go ahead and guiding bolt.
Can I roll a real life die because I can't get on
Yeah.
the board?
She's got
She has an armor class of 11.
and
so-
45 hit
So
points.
that's 26.
God.
So that'll be. All right, let's see. Does somebody want to roll me 6d6 radiant damage against?
I'll roll it.
Thank you. It's essentially all the light that's filtering through this fading white hair that as soon as it lifts off of Ludin's body, it's just like
25.
25
Radiant
points of
damage.
radiant damage to Karen.
She has 20 points of health left.
All right, goodbye. Oh, she has 20 left after that?
20 points of health left. She is I assume running away. I don't know.
She just and just like runs off or fades, flies, hovers, she's gone.
So does Ludin fall now that the ghost is no longer inside? I land on top.
A real big anime moment. You like tuck your hair behind you. You're like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yes, our faces are inches apart, but I withdraw. Did you see what I did? Reese did it too. I mean, she's the one that figured out you were possessed in the first place. I thought you were just being really cranky and weird.
So I think we need to go back to Lacambria. And just forget that this has ever happened, okay? We're not going to my house. We're not going to go see any of my stuff. I'm just going to give him the keys to the kingdom and let him go wander.
You're not going to say thank you?
Nope.
What of earth? Like you turn around and Prey's just standing there like she's been watching this whole thing. Like, what?
Do you think that she will be destroyed when Peppy dies?
Oh, no.
I
know.
Nothing could kill evil that strong.
No. Karen is going many places.
That thing is just free in my realm.
There's 3 of them.
She's probably going to Dawn's Rise, so I think we're fine for now.
Maybe.
I'm gonna make eye contact with that bitch like across the courtyard and just do this face of you'll never be truly free as long as I'm alive kind of expression.
I don't know what that was or why it was.
Well, apparently you loved Dawn's Rise and you want to start wearing more spirited perfume.
Oh, I heard everything. I don't know. It was awful. Not me. But whatever. I don't want to think about it that much.
Parts of it sounded like you, though. Like the part where she's like, don't touch me. That sounded like you.
Then not a lot of people just like to get touched. That's the issue, man. Like, you gotta... Like, personal space, dude.
I don't know. That seems to be your thing.
It's Karen's thing, too, man. I think there's more of me out there.
Maybe that's why Pappy had 3 wives.
You're fine. While they're continuing their bickering, Preyaria, how did the conversation with Grayson go? Are we all set?
Yes, we talked about customs, some differences as far as I know, at least between here and there, and those who have chosen to stay seem still like they want to stay.
The first human settlement in the Feywild.
I mean, I even showed them the little pixies that like to make you step in the poop, and
We're into it?
not exactly into, but they say they would take that over dragon. I told them dragon was that, but
Okay. Right. Well, is our plan to spend the night here?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
We
we're
won't
going
be
to
beating back
heading
for
to
another
the-
month.
We're going to be heading back to the village and
Yes.
seeing what that rumble was, and then sleeping, and then maybe seeing what the rumble was in the morning.
I don't know if we have to see what the rumble was.
Oh, I don't mean seek it out. I mean, we might just come to know just by being in the vicinity.
Oh, yeah.
So we're gonna leave the warm, comfy Feywild to go back to cold.
You made it 65 fantasy temperature
that's true.
increments.
That
It'll
does last
fine.
8 hours.
We'll be fine.
besides, maybe the giants know something.
Maybe.
Well, as long as we fill the Grayson in on everything, and we can fill in the 5 people who wanted to stay in the village while we were away, when we get back, then it is up to them at that point. We can speak to the giants tomorrow and then get this show on the road It sounds like we're going to at least be going back to Saltstone before we head out to Lacambria. Is that correct?
Yep. We have to drop off all this money.
Drop off all the money, exactly.
Yeah.
And drop off some of the settlers as well, but we can move through that quickly if you like.
We can hide it in the secret room under Saltstone.
The
Sure.
vault?
No, there's like a secret room. It was Revenier's room.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All
Just that way
right.
nobody takes it, you know?
Is there anything that we should know about that was in that room, or is it just
Revenier's room.
Just like a hot spring and some books.
okay? No books that are like this is how I raised the seven or anything like that. That would just
Yeah.
No. Why would
Okay.
Revenor do that? No.
I'm not saying she did. I'm just saying if there was something like that, would be good to know.
No, it was mostly fairy tales.
Okay, I know nothing about this woman, so that tracks. Right, are we ready to head out then?
Yeah.
Excellent.
All right, so
I'm so glad that Samson is fine with all these squatters. Let's hear.
all right, so you all are heading. Where are you going?
We're gonna go back to the town, drop off the town people.
You return to New Lacambria, what's left of it, and you return 25% of those individuals that wish to come back, as well as Pappy and his family.
Perfect. Then we gonna take a nap and
Okay.
sleep here.
Take a long
Since
rest.
it's only 25%, we can do like a big slide.
Yes, you may. You make a big
Yep.
slide, and those that wish to return slide through, like the kids zone.
There's a ball pit on the
There's a ball pit at the end.
We return back to New Lacambria. We take a good solid 8-hour nap.
Take a
Yup.
long rest.
Yeah.
And then are we gonna go ahead and go back to the Giants, or do you want me to go ahead and just drop these folks off?
We could send a message to the Giants if we believe that that is sufficient in and of itself. Or we could go visit them. I believe going and visiting them, at that point we're going to know what was going on with the rambling. Which when you it's a throwaway comment, you said, "Oh, Krygos is back," and now I fully believe that that's what happened.
I wouldn't. He's dead. It'll be fine. And if he's not dead, we'll kill him later. Let's
Yeah.
do it. Let's do it.
I am going to. Yes, I will. Okay. So then the next morning, after the long rest, Esperise is going to use. It's going to take at least 2 sending spells, to tell the Giants about. So your old guy is no more. A lot of the humans are moving out. Your territory is back, but we did hear some rumbling, so keep an ear out. If you have any way of contacting us, let us know. Otherwise, do you know how to use the post office? I don't know how they could possibly get in contact with us if they have any problems.
They're Giants. They wouldn't get in contact with us anyway.
If you are ever in need of our help and have a way to reach us, we are happy to help.
Our number is 5555.
Just essentially just filling them in on everything, letting them know that the humanoids are heading out, and that their lands is there again, and that grandson is gone. We heard some rumblings. We don't know what that's about, but that's up to you now. I believe the Giants are our future.
You send that.
They're already dead. They didn't make it 8 hours. Krygos ate them.
Oh my gosh!
Winter, back. This is good. Dragon dead. This is good.
So this can mean one of 2 things. Either it means, oh, your controlling of the weather has ended, and they are back to, their snowy conditions that they are used to, and hopefully the local environment has bounced back. Otherwise, it means new blizzard. Krygos is having a party. But as again, Luden says, not our circus, not our monkeys, not our problem right now. So, who are the folks who are heading with us back towards Salt Snow?
So the entire Month's family is heading back. A variety of individuals. The creepy barber is heading back. They
have protection. It's all good.
The two if you remember the two artificers who had spoken to you all about Urmir, they had been apprenticed by him very briefly. They are going back, and everyone else that is kind of like a mix of the other 25% that you just of people that you just never met. You can't know everyone, but the people that you did meet, majority of them are coming.
Well, everyone, welcome to my lands, the forests. You can go everywhere except here. And he'll do a little circle around his house, probably like a mile out in every direction. There's some graves over there. Not cool if you disturb them at all. Otherwise, the Muntz family is in charge. And we only have one more thing for you to have to stay here. And he'll pull out like 40 pounds of gold and be like, you gotta build a statue of Pappy Muntz with this. Ask his family about his likeness. But I seem to remember that he was quite a figure. It's kind of huge, especially in the arms. So make sure that you do him justice, okay? Otherwise, be safe. There's some bears out here. Tell you from experience, they get pretty big. Okay? But otherwise, there's great game.
You should show them.
I don't want to show them, Finn.
Daniel isn't here right now, but I'm assuming for extra flavor that Samson is turning into a grizzly bear behind you as you elaborate.
Exactly. They're that big, if not bigger. Like, this is a small one. So, like, just be careful. Otherwise, I mean, it's a pretty safe place to grow up, guys. I hope you guys enjoy it or whatever. Call me if you need me. I don't think you will. But,
Need me or call you?
Either. But, yeah. Do with this what my family wasn't able to have, I guess. Enjoy your life. Bye. I'm bad at speeches.
They kind of look between each other and the gold and this. It's still snowy here because it is winter, but it's significantly warmer here than it was closer to Krygos Lake. And you do see the Muntz family. Carol and Kerrigan are kind of looking towards each other. They look very somber and morose and upset. And Pappy's just sitting on another log. And when you finish talking, he just kind of stands, like he rocks himself, stands up, and he claps. And he's the only one clapping. He is only one clapping. Finn claps, and Esmeralda claps, and
the bear goes, whoa.
And some of the others begin to, as everyone else has started to clap, the others have started to clap as well, as these people have been led to this new land. And they are about to start a new life and create a new town, new civilization.
Finn hangs behind before they leave, and he's gonna whisper to Pappy, "Make sure that you build a statue of Luden too, okay?"
But I'm gonna be bigger, right? I know I'm a gnome, but I need to be the biggest one.
You can make yourself bigger.
If I'm standing next to him in a statue form, people gonna think that I'm his sidekick, and I just can't have that.
No, he can be a smaller statue. Just make sure you build one, okay?
Or we could just both be the same size.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Then they'll think that you were like Luden's size, so that's perfect.
It's true. These legends are true. Yeah.
I I think you should hold hands in statue.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what? You know what? Maybe we're grasping arms like this, like we're blood brothers.
Beautiful.
Yeah, sure.
That's essentially what we kind of did, but you know, it's more real. The bards will know, be able to tell more real story that way.
Yeah.
Then we must leave.
Okay,
through
I'm just
the
talking
tree.
to Pappy. It's gonna be the last time I ever am able to.
You're going to get left.
Okay. You were really loud and kind of annoying, but can I have a hug?
Oh, are you talking to me?
Yeah.
I was loud and annoying. Oh, you certainly haven't heard my wives, although...
Yeah, and you should probably be a little nicer to them. Well, you know, you only have a little bit of time left with them.
Oh, I'll be nice, all right. I'll be the most nice I've ever been.
Good. He doesn't take the sarcasm. He doesn't understand, and he reaches over and hugs him. Okay, I gotta go now.
You know what? You're tiny and annoying too. I can see why. Let's just hope that you never become someone's ex-spouse, because, you know.
I don't think that's ever gonna happen, but okay. He's just gonna, like, walk away a little bit, like,
He just, like, giggles and pats Pappy on the back. See you later, Pappy.
But you won't, but that's okay.
Esperise has something she would like to have been doing during this speech and this conversation. They didn't, the two apprentices, the metal workers, the artificers, we never told them what happened to Urimir, right?
Nope.
No.
I don't know if we want to do a whole scene of this, but essentially Esperise is going to go to them quietly, inform them that she is a servant of Remblace, and let them know that she and her comrades are going to be going to essentially a wake and remembrance of the great artificer Urimir later this month. And it's going to be dangerous. Otherwise, she would invite them to be there, but she doesn't know if it's going to be completely safe. But if there are any words that they would like her to impart, or anything they would like to give now, and then, of course, once it's not dangerous, she wants to give them word so that they can go and visit his resting place themselves. She just thinks that they ought to know and have that opportunity.
They're initially shocked and saddened, of course, by the loss of such a great artificer that had taught them so much and had accomplished so much in their life, in his life. And they respectfully decline because they want to go there and be and say what needs to be said from their own hearts. And as a fellow artificer, they think that that would be the most acceptable way to honor their teacher. But they are very grateful to you and embrace you as a friend in this instance.
I would ask if you wanted to come along now, but I do warn you again that it is very dangerous in that area right now, and if you would like me to send word when it is safe, then I certainly will.
If you could send word when it's safe, that would be very much appreciated.
Of course. I'm sure you would have made him very proud.
Appreciate that. Although we're never going to be quite as good as him, but we like to think that we do him proud.
Thank you. Esperise suddenly feels very uncomfortable because she liked Urimir quite a bit and she respected him, but she doesn't have the words that somebody like Samson or Ludin would have about what Urimir would have wanted or Urimir's heart or anything like that. She nods and embraces them, and This is around the time Luden in the woods is saying, "We're leaving, let's go." So she graciously makes her exit even as all that "you're short and annoying" is happening.
All right. Where are we going now as you leave this new set of settlers in this lush and fresh new land to be claimed and built upon?
Go back to Saltstone. Drop off all this cash. And get prepared for, I guess, the next day, because I don't expect us to be waiting for a long period of time. We already discussed what we wanted to do, months ago.
You all arrive at Saltstone to kind of take a bit of a respite and plan your next move. And as you walk into the grand foyer of the massive halls, you see Sylvia kind of scampering down the stairs, and she sees you, Lud, and she goes, "Oh, Mr. Archbane Ludin, sir, it's so good to see. A letter has come for you while you were away."
From...
"Oh, I don't rightly know. I'm sure it's signed, but it would be indecent of me to open your letters."
Okay. Let me see it.
She hands you a crudely wrapped scroll, but it is knotted with farmer's twine.
I inspect it for traps. What better way to kill me?
How do you inspect
I don't
the
know.
letter for traps?
I'll just cast a quick detect magic to see if it's anything that's like, you open the scroll, instant death kind of thing. I doubt it, but is it magical at all?
No, it's not. It's literally just a letter. It's a letter.
Cool. It's like a flash in Luden's eyes. Just yeah. So he'll undo it and just open it up and read.
I will allow. If you would like to read for the audience, obviously
Yeah,
the
sure.
rest of the players don't know what it says, but I have put it in the Fates in chat for you.
All right. Let's see what it says, shall we? It's a long one.
It sure is.
I don't know. I don't know what's right anymore, Luden. Each step I take forward sends me 3 steps back. It kills me. Kills me trying so hard to do what I think is right, only to have it destroyed before my eyes, or worse, twisted and infected because I had some part to play. Maybe I'm cursed. Maybe our whole damn family is cursed. Maybe I was always meant to be this way. I killed them all. I broke bread with them. One was engaged. Another had a kid on the way. I sat and I listened to each of them. Their hopes and dreams for a future they wouldn't see. If they had just listened to me, Luden. If they had stayed back, I could have reached him. I needed to know more. I needed to get close. I needed to understand so he could have a chance. They didn't know him like we knew him. They don't know what it's like to be alone and sacrifice everything for the ones you love. It's their fault, not mine. Sparrowhawks are supposed to trust. If they'd only trusted me, they would still be alive. I don't know how to save him. Everyone is useless. No one is willing to do what is necessary. Every book and scroll leaves only more questions than answers, and I feel as though my skull is splitting in two. I can't save him. There's only one thing in this world I've always known was right, and good and true. It's the only thing I believe in. She's the only thing I believe in. I didn't even know where she was until the devil told me. I wanted to tear the world asunder and claw my way to Avernus. And I would have. I would have dug until my nails bled and my skin tore from my bones, but I didn't have to. Most people don't think a devil can be a savior. I don't know how or why. I don't care. I don't get to ask questions anymore, and I didn't care to ask anyway. I made a deal. I made a trade. You can't grow flowers in hell. Now she can grow all of them in a place where her soul belongs. Somewhere with sun and light and everything she deserves. If there's only one thing in my life I've done right, I know this was it. There's a good chance we won't see each other again. It's better this way. What I am, what I'll become, I chose this. Think of her, think of the one thing I've done right, and hold on to that. She was worth it, even if it means living in a devil's shadow. Lucy. Ludin will roll the scroll back up. And he definitely read all that out loud. Like, he didn't stop at any point in time. So the party can know quite literally all of that. And he's fine with all that. But he'll roll up the scroll. He'll just sigh. And alright. I guess we have a night to rest and figure out what we'll do in the morning. I'm gonna go lay down.
Ludin.
Yeah.
Should we do something about that?
Then I'm just really tired, man. He's an adult. I mean, what is there to do? We made a deal with the devil, so unless we're going to go to war with the devil, or another devil. Look, I asked all of you guys to do, me a favor. To help me get my dad. And believe me, I'm not foolish enough to think that I could probably go against a devil alone, but I'm not gonna ask you to go get my brother after he did something stupid like this, because that's all it was stupid. I have enough family baggage, and, for a little bit, I just don't want to think about what they're doing and their decisions and how I need to fix it. So, let's go do this thing with my dad. Or for my dad. He didn't choose this one. My brother chose that one, and I guess I'll figure out if my mom's alive now and how to process that. But for now, let's all just get some sleep, okay?
So I want to clarify, she's not alive. Her soul is just no longer in Avernus.
Oh, cool.
Her soul is now essentially not burning in hell. Her soul is in a better place.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, I want to make that clear. Like her
that's
soul,
good. That's
her
good.
Soul is, she's not in hell anymore.
God.
She's in the D&D equivalent to heaven now.
Okay. So yeah, let's figure out whatever that means. And hopefully the devil isn't my dad. But for now, let's take the win that we got, okay?
Okay.
All right. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Sylvia. Thank you.
Yana, you're muted.
Sorry, this is not meant as a group activity, but I have heard that there is a secret spa. So if you would like to take a very long solo bath, there is an opportunity.
Yeah. I think I just might.
I can show you where it is. And then I promise I'll leave you alone.
Thanks. Well, lead the way, Master Thorn.
Don't call me that. Come on.
Okay. And Ludin will follow Finn to a chill spa for a night.
You make your way down to this kind of secret cove beneath Revenir Thorn's room, and it is beautiful. There are flowers hanging from the ceiling. They're not glowing or anything, but they have kind of dried and withered a little bit in the cold. But there is this very warm and steaming hot spring that overlooks the cliffside leading down to the ocean. And every now and then when the waves crash against the rocks, the mist kind of flies up and kind of scatters down into this cove. Then leaves you.
Before Finn leaves, I think he does want to say one thing.
Okay.
I know you don't want to talk about it, and this will be the only thing I say, but what your brother did. It was stupid, but it was brave, and it kind of reminds me of you. Don't take offense, it's just, you would do anything for your family, you know? And it's obvious, and your brother apparently would too. And after all this is over and done, I mean, if you want to, I'll help you. Whatever you want to do. Even if it's to go back down there.
I don't know what I want to do anymore, Finn.
I know. The offer's just there. You know, I've got your back.
Thanks, man. What are you planning on doing after all this?
I haven't really thought that far, to be honest. I don't like to think about it. But I'm not sure. I don't know what's going to be left of everything afterwards. I mean, ideally, of course, everything's going to be great and saved and amazing, right? But I don't know.
I'd say you might want to start thinking about it.
Have you been thinking about it?
Yeah. I mean, I've said what I've wanted to do since that day on the boat when the twins told me about my real life. I don't know if that's going to be an immediate thing. But all of this comes back to, cause and effect. I think Levi caused a lot of everything that's happened to my family. Regardless of if he's your god or not, that's, doesn't really have to deal with you. So, I think you should figure out what you want to do,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, good luck with that. I'm going to sit down here with my feelings and watch them sizzle away in this hot springs. And tomorrow, I assume we'll be on our way to Lacambria to save my dad. And on the very dull bright side, it sounds like my brother probably won't be there. And if he is... Nah, it sounds like he won't be there at all. What else is new? You have a good night, Finn.
Good night, Ludin. And he'll head back up.
You're left alone in this cove, letting your worn muscles soak in the hot water, the salt of the water kind of soothing and And you kind of tilt your head back up at the ceiling and just kind of let all of the weight of the new information that has been given to you kind of sink down into the water. You close your eyes and you feel that vibration again. And the walls begin to shake. Some small minor rocks begin to trickle down the sides of the cove. The rumble beneath your feet. The water shaking. It's gone again. And all is quiet. Esperise, you and Finalai also feel this, of course, because again, another earthquake.
Luden almost flinches to get up, but thinks to himself, that's a problem for tomorrow. He'll just, I guess, stay there for the rest of the night, probably fall asleep there. He'll be trying to figure out a lot of the things. And for the life of him, he can't, it is so strange. But he's not happy that he doesn't even feel relieved that his mother is out of where she was. He's just so confused on everything in this whole situation. Because he knows he feels like it should make him happy, but it's not for some reason. So he's grappling with that. Probably by the time he does go to sleep, it's more of mental exhaustion rather than physical. And hopefully he sleeps throughout the night without any issue.
After feeling that earthquake sensation, Esperise has spent the evening essentially working her way to get the money down a certain amount of the money down the steps into the vaults and like get it put into the bookkeeping there and make sure everything is sorted out, and just spending that evening time accounting. When she feels she is going to send a message. Hello, my dear friend. Do you feel it too? She's going to send that to Asteria and not anticipate a response.
Get a response. A single word. Yes.
Good to hear from you. Period. And then if there's a way to cut off communication, Esperise would do that. Just like she turns her notifications off. But it was good to hear her voice.
And that yes rings out in your mind. Knowing that wherever she is, wherever anyone is, they felt the same earthquake. That something has begun to change. How do you react to the earthquake, Finalai?
I think Finn is probably Finn's really good at pretending like things never happened. So I feel like he's going to like jolt a little bit and like get startled because like his conversation with Ludin and like whole like, oh, think about what's gonna happen after all of this. It was like distracting him. And then he jolted a little bit when he felt it. And then I think he's going to rush to find the nearest Phenolphob book. And he's going to just like sit down stubbornly and try to read it and not think about the fact that he just felt that. Or the future. Fuck the future. We don't think about that.
And I think that is where we will. Oh, what was Prearia doing? I forget. I don't see your face, Raina. What was Prearia doing? How does Prearia react to the earthquake? I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I think she would have been like sitting on a balcony somewhere with like a little glass of wine or something, and then feeling the earthquake, she would have gone to find a mirror. Like she would carefully look around at the wall shaking, and then she would find a piece of paper and she would write, "Do you feel this where you are?" And she will like look at the piece of paper for a long time with her both of her weird eyes, and then she will look into the mirror for any kind of response.
You see a flash out of the eye that is not your own, of course. And you see written in mud, as if someone with their finger had drawn into the mud, a yes.
Shit. And though she was trying not to drink maybe as much, thinking of what Esperise had said to her earlier, she is now going to down the entire glass.
That sounds about right. And that is where we will stop and end tonight's session. Wakey, wakey, it's eggs and bakey. Let's thank all of our new followers this evening. Thank you, Sumic Labs, for the follow. Thank you, Hatcher Actor, for the resub. Thank you, You've Got Cal, for the follow. Thank you, Ella Lovedubs, for the resub. Thank you, Mac, for the gifting a tier 1 sub to AZ Cowboy. Thank you, JP Lucidius, for the resub. And thank you, That Wolf Arzen, for the follow as well. Thank you all so much for joining us this evening. If you enjoy hanging out on our channel, we have other shows on our channel as well. Wednesday, we have our Iron Valor show, where we play through Wizards of the Coast modules. We're currently playing through Spelljammer. What can we expect, DN, this Wednesday on Spelljammer? You're muted, also.
No, I muted myself, so I shouldn't be muted. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, so last time on Spelljammer, we spent a good deal of time and effort attempting to revivify, without the aid of our one party member who could cast Revivify, 2 of our party members who died during a meteor swarm. What we discovered upon successfully pulling a few strings to get an angel to come down and revive our party member and everyone else in the crew who perished during that meteor swarm is that one of our party members was already alive, and we believe that he is in a test tube somewhere being regrown by our enemies in the academy. Meanwhile, the rest of the party don't have time to deal with that right now, so we're going to be heading to the elemental plane of water to attempt to close a interdimensional rift. There's a lot going on. I know that right now our DM, Jake, I think just a couple days ago, pre-recorded a one-shot with the player who plays the guy in the test tube, so we'll see how that all goes down. And then the rest of the party should be back this Wednesday to go close that interdimensional rift and hope that our dear friend Bleasnoik is okay away in his jar. That's what's going on for us.
And you can join us Wednesday for that Spelljammer at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I believe it's
Yes.
8. I always get the times messed up. But yes, 8. And Iron Valor, of course, is a little bit different. If you've been watching this entire evening, you have been earning Valor tokens. You can actually use Valor tokens on our Wednesday Iron Valor show to redeem points and grant the players luck. You can curse the DM, bless the party. It's a little bit more interactive, and you get to be part of the show. It's free. The only way you earn tokens is just by watching. You don't have to spend any money. But if you would like to follow us, please do consider supporting us with a follow or use that free Twitch Prime as well, so that we can continue making amazing content for you here on our stream. Other than that, we are going to raid this evening. I will find us someone to raid. I know Daniel usually finds us someone to raid. Daniel's not feeling well this evening. That's why he had to dip. But other than that, thank you all so much for joining us this evening. We will continue our journey here on Fate's End next Monday, which is MLK Day, I believe, at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And that, guys, we're going to raid. We'll see you next time. Bye!